Election Sunday, March Madness, the magical month is here. Fellas, what's going on? It's good to see you, and it's the best time of the year, college basketball. Gentlemen, what's going on today?
What up?
And it's just another day, another dollar. Christmas is here now. We got Selection Sunday. The four horsemen are here to break it down for you. We're gonna give you our picks. Look, I'm gonna give everybody some advice right now. Don't listen to this fella. I lose a lot of money on DraftKings.
Yeah,
Selection. Selection.
I'm not going to listen to him right down there. Right now. Hey, it's okay. I'm just excited to be here.
What's that, BC?
No, I was just saying Selection Sunday is the third most important Sunday. You got Easter Sunday, you got Super Bowl Sunday, and now you got Selection Sunday.
And
you can be anywhere in the world, but you here with the four horses.
That's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna make a very, very strange comment. I made it before we went live, but I can tell you right now, I am not in the mood to lose the first ball game. I'm just look, man. I know that sounds crazy, but if we lose in the first ball game, I'm sick. I ain't, bro. So let me understand this, guys. Is the brackets out? Have they started coming out, or is it just like is this the real thing that's coming out right now, or what? Because I feel confused on if the brackets are coming out now or what.
The brackets are out. They're already going down through the brackets right now.
So this is the legit brackets.
Yes. Yeah, everything you're seeing on there right now is legit brackets. I'm seeing that they're showing that Duke is the number one seed, or not the number one overall seed, but they're a one seed in the East region. And they're showing the East region right now with Mississippi State is playing Baylor as an 8 and a 9.
Ooh.
Mississippi State is the 8 seed, but they will have to play Duke as long as they win and come out.
Oh, man. Oh, Duke gonna throw it out hard, ain't they?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be intriguing. Have they announced where Kentucky's going yet?
I have not seen anything on Kentucky yet.
Okay,
what I saw looked like they was playing Olympics.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen anything
Okay.
like that yet.
Bro, you talking about beat. Well, look, we got excited about. I'm not saying that we're gonna play Lipscomb, but we got excited about playing Oakland, and we just thought that was, we was gonna win. I mean, dude, somebody would have been praying for Kentucky if that's the case, because they put Louisville and Lexington. That's a home. George, I agree. This is a home game. This is a home game for Louisville. Yep, sure is.
Well, we played the whole game in the Yum Center, when we won the national championship. So, putting Louisville in Lexington, that's just good for the fans. They can get there and be easy for the Louisville fans to go and watch their team.
Well, I don't want it to be easy for Louisville. I don't want Louisville to have their fans so they can just go in the backyard. I want their fans to travel. You know what I mean? Put some gas in the car.
You want to go cross country, though. You want to be playing over in the Midwest.
Hey, I want the fans on the back of the truck with Barkley now, with those guys traveling across the country. I don't want you to be at home. Why would I want to do that? So UNC made the tournament, huh?
I have not seen that they have made any in the tournament. I saw that they was maybe a first team in, first team out, but they have not. I have not seen the whole bracket.
Okay. Because Kentucky Rick, what's going on, man?
Kentucky Rick.
David Enoch says UNC paid someone off. They had to pay somebody off.
How many wins did they get? 21.
Well,
Pulling it up.
I think UNC that it wasn't a good record this year.
Did they get 20-something wins?
I don't know that did they even make it to 20? I don't even know if they
Man,
made it.
I got to scroll down pretty far on this list to find them.
Look, they ain't in the top 25. That's for sure. You can believe that. Actually, they went.
They were 22-13.
Yeah,
Oh, they got 22 wins.
I guess is that decent? That's okay. I mean, is that decent for South Carolina? Kentucky got 22 wins. Go, Coach Pope. Yes.
There you go.
Hey,
Yep.
So we're good.
If we was in the ACC, though, we would have ran things. Let me tell you that. I mean, shoo! Clemson beat us. Duke didn't beat us. Louisville didn't beat us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we would have been looking at getting out of the ACC with just 2 losses. That's
Probably
it.
so. We would have.
I don't know. With our defense,
All right, man.
Hey, David says, "Come on, Mike. With UK limping into the tourney, I'm pulling for Louisville."
we.
That's a bold statement, man.
Hey, he just cussed at you.
He sure did, didn't he? Hey, David, I thought we was friends, big guy. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought we was together on this. don't say
Duke
that.
haven't played a ranked team, but they still a Final Four team. They still a good basketball team. They
Yeah,
are
but you know,
still a good
I think Duke.
Did you see?
When Duke goes against a very, very physical team, whoever that may be, it might be a little tough for them, bro. It might, yeah.
Hey, Mike.
And I don't know if
All right.
what's up, brother?
Go ahead. Finish your thought. This is a sidebar.
I don't know if how well Cooper Flag is with his ankle.
that's the problem.
It could just be, look, we're gonna just but then again, it could just be the same thing we did with Butler. You hurting? Just be ready for the tournament. So I'm pretty sure him being the prospective number 1 pick in the draft, he's gonna play in the tournament unless he says I ain't messing up my money in the NBA. So what's up, 21?
Hey, I just wanted to give a very special shout out to Kentucky Rick. If y'all see him in the chat there, he's one of our moderators. He helps us out a whole lot, man, and it's very, very, very deserved. So congratulations to Kentucky Rick.
Yeah, absolutely. And just so you know, 21, you can cut me off to say that. You all right with that, big guy? Absolutely. Yeah. You can cut me off. So guys,
Rick all across the boards.
So it looks like since UK has not been announced yet, right?
I don't believe so.
They haven't been announced yet. So it looks like
I'm not seeing that.
looks.
I seen that Vanderbilt and Alabama could meet in the second round.
So so Vandy got in.
Yeah, it's showing Vandy could meet Alabama in the second round.
Ooh. Vandy, Vandy could actually beat Alabama. Ooh. That's a hey,
SEC matchup.
Hey, Vandy better be careful what they ask for. Vandy wanted in. Hey, who's Vandy playing first though?
Well, it's done. Got on. It went off the screen, but yeah, I don't know.
Obviously, school's already in.
If both teams won, it would be Alabama and Vanderbilt playing.
Absolutely, Vandy is a 10 seed. Okay, man. I don't have cable, and nobody on. It doesn't seem like anybody on. It doesn't seem like anybody on YouTube is streaming it right now. So I feel a little bit. So I feel violated that I can't watch it. I have no idea what's going on. Like, come on, man. Somebody just give me come on. I know somebody's got to be online streaming it.
See,
I don't want to see that. I don't see that.
I didn't see nobody.
I saw online though that they were supposed to be having Selection Sunday on ESPN as well, and I'm on ESPN right now, and I don't even see it. So
I'm on CBS.
Okay, well,
I think ESPN is going to come on at 8:00 after the girls, the women's.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up CBS right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on CBS, but it's not showing the whole brackets. It's just like
I got it pulled up.
It shows region by region. That's usually how they do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's let's see. Vandy plays St. Mary's. Vandy's gonna get. I don't want. Oh, that's St. Mary's. St. Mary's might be Vandy.
They got a good chance. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm looking at it's got 13 SEC teams, 9 Big 10, 8 Big 12, 4 Big East, 4 Mountain West, 3 ACC, 2 WCC, and 2 American.
see, watch Madness selection on. So it's on CBS, yeah. And let's see if I can do that on my phone. See if I can see that live event. Yeah,
Houston's playing CIU Edwardsville. I guess that's the school for the blind.
Oh my goodness, North Carolina is 1-3 in quad 1 games. Dude, I don't know how North Carolina got in, bro. They didn't beat anybody. Who was that win, Clyde? Who did they beat, Clyde, as their only quad 1 win? Like that. That's horrible, bro. How do you let a team 1-13 into the tournament? I mean, I guess they got 13 wins, but then again, a lot of those wins are fluff wins that they're supposed to win anyway. So they're on the bottom half now.
Arkansas playing St. Mary's look like.
I thought Vandy was playing St. Mary's. Someone put in the comment that
we all messed up.
Yeah, we all. You know what? So much for us. I guess announcing, because I thought maybe I had my time. So what it is, my clock didn't transfer back over when I came from Eastern time back into Central time. So I've been looking at my clock wrong the whole day until, you know what I mean? So when you guys said that the tournament was on, Texas should get it over UNC. Is there a non-conference? What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, it's showing that Louisville is having to play Creighton.
Ooh.
Number 8 versus number 9. In I guess that's going to be in the South region.
Looking at this,
and they whatever. If they win, they're going to have to play the winner of Auburn game, and they haven't even determined that game yet.
Hey, Mike.
According to my phone,
I see it.
Yeah, well, Lord Withrow sent me that, and that is actually updating live as people are getting added in.
Okay. So,
yeah.
so if I put it on the screen, then maybe it should actually show then, huh? Let me see. Let me see if I can put this up on the screen. 'Cause I can put us down here. Oh, it's just too small to see, though. Is it? Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be too small to see. Okay, so we got Louisville playing Creighton. Michigan playing UC San Diego, Texas A&M, and Yale. Ole Miss, I guess it's playing the winner of who's that? Iowa State was a good team in the beginning of the year, bro, and they just kind of fell off. They're still a solid team, and they're not someone that you want to see in your bracket, but definitely a solid team that had high hopes of being in like a number 1 and number 2 seed, and they just seem to just fell apart. That's for sure. Michigan's number 2 against Bryant. Is that the Bryant here out of Tennessee? Bryant, who is that? Bryant College?
Them boys might make a run.
Yeah, that's versus VK is in the. So we did go out Midwest. So Kentucky's going out Midwest playing Troy. Oh wow, what kind of team is Troy? Number 3 seed BBN. We're gonna win our first game. We can play Troy. Well, Brandon Dorsett. Hold on for a second. Hold on.
We playing Troy.
Yeah. Hold on now.
I think they got some fast guards.
Hey,
yeah.
which may be an issue for us, for real. That could put us in foul trouble or anything if we can't keep up with them. Kentucky softball swept. Let's see. Kentucky falls number 4. Georgia. Let's see. That's not updated on the KSR page. Yeah.
Kentucky versus Troy, and then we play the winner. If we won that game, the winner of Illinois and whatever. There's buy-in games.
Ooh.
Texas, or they got Texas in
Hey, I'm putting Louisville on upset alert just to let y'all know.
against Creighton.
Yeah,
Yes.
against Creighton for sure.
Yeah.
Who's Kentucky's who's Kentucky's number 1? Don't say Florida.
Troy.
No. Who's number 1 in our region?
I believe it's Houston.
Yeah, it's Houston.
Ooh,
I'll take that. I'll take that though. You know what?
I'll take it
Houston-
over top of having any SEC team.
I didn't want Florida.
Houston got their Robinson. I don't know if he's going to be back, but
Hey.
Houston will put you on lock.
Well,
Houston ain't played nobody. They ain't
Houston,
played nobody.
Houston.
That not play nobody. That's forget. Hey, let's stop all that.
Yeah.
They ain't
Hey,
played nobody.
we talk about Division I basketball, and
Yeah,
it's
of course.
March Madness.
And if you lose, you go home.
Houston's in the Big 12, so they
Yeah.
playing
Ooh.
real good competition.
Here, hold on.
Now
on.
everybody ain't like
man,
Kentucky
dude.
now.
But,
It ain't like the SEC, but the Big 12 is still a good conference.
Oh yeah. Well, most years the Big 12 is the best conference. Not this year, and everybody in the nation knows that the
No,
SEC
it
is
changes.
the best. Yeah. But
It might be the ACC next year.
I tell you
Here's
what, bro.
the thing. Here's the
Well-
thing, man. Houston lost to Auburn. They lost to Alabama. Let's see. They lost to San Diego State, and it looks like their best win
Freeze.
was was at Texas Tech. That was it.
what did
Yeah,
what,
but
what
they
did,
still good. They're a good basketball team. They
Yeah.
still a good basketball team.
What
we'll
did
see.
Houston? What did
I wouldn't wanna play them
did
mugs.
Houston play BYU?
Okay, my connection.
Yeah, Houston beat BYU. They were at home. They beat BYU by 20.
Well,
They only beat Arizona in their last game by 8.
Technical difficulties. Sorry about that, guys. My internet.
well, the second round of Houston having to play if they win their first game, which is
Okay, reconnect.
was it?
Sorry about that.
Southern Illinois, whatever. They're going to have to play the winner of Gonzaga or Georgia,
Hmm.
and that's an 8-9.
Are you
So-
kidding me? Like, really? Out of all the days, it's gonna go bad today. Come on, show.
It is a
you freaking
new
kidding me, man?
season.
Yeah,
New
right now it's a
season.
brand new season.
Come on, man.
It ain't.
Really?
It's not what you done before. It's what you're going to do now.
What the freak is going on with my internet, bro? Isn't
Man. So in our bracket right now, BC,
Mm-hmm.
who are you most scared of? Is it Houston?
Shoot, all of them 21, man.
Man, we got a rough bracket. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, here's what I'm looking at. Kentucky's they gotta ramp it up, D. They got to play defense. You got to, and the reason why I say that is when you're not very good defensively, anybody can beat you.
Yeah.
So when I mean defense, being good defense, like say a team averages 75 points a game. If they score 85 on you, you didn't do good defensively. And you look like Alabama and Tennessee. Man, when Tennessee played, they locked them down so bad that they were like 20 points under their average. That's great defense. Can we hold anybody under their average?
Yeah, I mean that's the big question. Hey, Brandon Darris said I don't think the women's brackets got released yet. I think that's tonight at 8.
But
Yeah, we
it's
will.
New season 21. I'm
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, it's March Madness. You know how it is. Anything can happen. But we gotta play good basketball. We gotta go out and do what we're supposed to do.
Has do anybody know who Illinois that we would probably play in the second game? Has it came up to see who Illinois is playing yet?
Let's refresh.
Yep.
Let's see.
There you go.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Sorry about those Wi-Fi issues. I thought my box was plugged. I thought my main box was plugged up the whole time. So it's just running off of my energy and my sugar. Yeah. So I'm trying to get rid of that. Trying to see if I can throw that back up there. So I can't see that right now. So man, Kentucky is playing Troy.
Yeah.
I'm looking up some stuff on.
So Troy, I've got their record pulled up right now.
Okay.
They lost some notable games is they lost to Arkansas, they lost to Houston by 20. They lost to Arkansas State, which Arkansas State's relevant because Arkansas State beat Memphis earlier this year.
Yeah.
They actually beat Arkansas State in their second meeting, but they haven't really had the opportunity to get any quad one wins.
Wow. Oklahoma playing UConn.
That ain't too bad. You know what? I'm putting
Oklahoma
UConn
beats
on.
UConn.
I'm putting UConn on. UConn, like what the freak are you guys putting us with Oklahoma first for? That's going to be a good matchup. Yep.
Well, and that's an 8-9 seed, and then they'll have to play the winner of Florida, Norfolk State.
I'm just glad. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We ain't scared, but I just didn't want to be in Florida's bracket.
Yeah.
Troy averages about 73 points a game.
Uh-oh. Can we beat them to 70? Can we beat them to 71 then? That's all we got to do to see play-in games. Okay, so it says scroll down to see the play-in games. Okay. First four, San Diego State and North Carolina. Ooh. What's that? Alabama State and San Francisco? Or is that what it says? St. Francis.
And St. Francis is Pennsylvania. And then
Yeah.
American versus Mount St. Mary's, and then Texas versus Xavier. The Texas versus Xavier game is going to to be awesome.
That's probably the best one.
Game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be a really good game.
What's that?
Look,
Which
and
one?
I'm Texas and Xavier. But look, man, when I say this, I'm not hating. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I hate North Carolina, but I really do think San Diego State's going to beat North Carolina. Remember, if Houston's as good as y'all saying they are, then San Diego State's going to beat North Carolina because they beat Houston.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
They got a chance. Everybody got a chance to lose,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody got
absolutely.
a chance to win.
Yep. And if it's one thing that we've seen from the majority of the conference championship games and all of that, all the conference championship, it wasn't too many teams getting blown out. I hate that Kentucky did, but it wasn't very many. And of course, I'm glad Alabama did against Florida. Yes, I became a Florida fan that yesterday and today. I was happy to see that
Arkansas versus Kansas.
Oh, rematch.
Rematch, and I think someone said that Boogie Flan may actually be.
Oh yeah, but if they got Boogie Flan back, that's the big difference.
Oh, I don't know.
He's the best player. He's supposed to be back.
But see, that's the thing though. BC, him and Wagner didn't play good together. It was.
They're gonna have to do something.
And DJ's leaving after this year. He's not coming back for a third year. I just don't see that happening.
Where's he going at?
Bro, he's gonna go pro, man. I mean, I don't know.
He is.
I don't know what his career is gonna look like. I think in the right system, huh?
I guess he'd be in the D League or something.
The G League. Yeah.
I mean the G League.
I mean, I just I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he looks like a pretty humble young man. I don't know. I mean, of course, his dad being who he is, I wonder if they would bring him back for one more year.
He needs to.
But these but these young guys, their pride and everything, that tends to override what they should do, as well. Buggy would mess up there. I think so too. I think the chemistry that because look. When Flan went out, or when Flan was playing, they was horrible, bro. They wasn't a good team because it was a Boogie Flan show. Soon as he got hurt, Arkansas start winning ball games. Like it just happened. So if they bring him back now, he most likely he'll come off the bench. Surely he'll come off the bench because they're freshmen that they've been playing. These guys have been getting it done for Arkansas. So these guys coming back, we'll actually have to see how that goes. Hey, we could 14 teams in the dance. Chris, can you say that again? Hey, we could beat 14 teams in the dance.
He's saying we could have 14 teams in the
14
league.
teams.
Oh, okay. My fault for that. Good job, guys. Wagner is not on any NBA draft boards, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, I just it's a matter of being pushed out the door, but then falling down to the G League. So if this is ever a time for DJ to get on anybody's big board, he's gonna have to play. He's gonna have to take Arkansas deep into the tournament, and he's gonna have to play superb basketball every single ball game to give people a second thought, or maybe he is ready for the NBA. But right now, come back to college one more year, man. The NBA ain't going nowhere. Is that 14 teams in from the SEC? So how many teams have we got in from the SEC so far? I think someone said we got in like 5 already. What time do we play? Let's see. Let's see. St. Alabama.
I hope it ain't 10 o'clock.
Yeah, me
on
neither, bro.
Thursday.
Yeah. Well, and actually, where we actually playing at first 21? Do you
Yeah.
know where we actually playing our first game going to be located?
It doesn't say just yet.
Okay. It'll come out later, or it'll come out soon. No problem. We got 14 teams in. So is the whole bracket, everything set now?
It looks like it.
Okay, everything is set now. So we got
For
4.
Illinois. Or never mind. That's the play-in game. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't know what the play-in game is. Yeah.
Yale's playing Texas A&M. Ooh, do you guys think that's a good? You think that's a good game for A&M? I think Yale is going to draw up some of their best work in the classroom and come out against A&M and not even have a issue whatsoever. I think this is good, guys, and this is just going to get better as well. So, man, let's see. Purdue got who was at Highbrook. I can't read that. Illinois got that as well. I'm glad everybody out there can actually watch it. The bracket challenge for us is a link on here. So there's a link. 21 just posted a link. Thank you, 21, for the bracket. If you want to get into our bracket and we have some fun with that, please do so. We play in Milwaukee. Okay, we can do that.
So with that bracket challenge link, y'all, of course, I'm going to work on a prize for it for whoever has the best bracket. I've got a couple of UK memorabilia things that I think would do well in a giveaway. But so I'll release some more information about that going on. But that bracket challenge link will be good in less than 20 minutes. It's got 19 minutes until you can get on there and fill out your own bracket. So go ahead and join our group and get ready to fill out some of them brackets, y'all.
Oh, man, dude. So we have to play Illinois. I don't know who's playing Illinois, but I'm sure is a big fan of them right now. I don't know who they playing.
Yeah.
So
it's still saying to be determined. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so between Texas and Xavier, one of them will go play Illinois. And man, I really think it's going to be Xavier. I don't think Texas can pull that off.
Really?
But Xavier's got some good wins this season. They do.
Yeah, they do.
I haven't.
That Texas Xavier game is going to be a good game.
I never seen Xavier play.
Who you guys get? We got Troy. Now he said lucky dog. Hey, I mean, you say Arkansas is playing Connecticut, right? Oh no. Oklahoma's playing. Connecticut.
Arkansas
think
is playing Kansas.
Oh, Arkansas was playing. Oh, yeah, it's a rematch because it was a preseason, and Kansas didn't have all their players. So I got a question for you guys. As a SEC based program, are you guys rooting for all SEC teams to win their first ball games, or do you
Except
want
for Alabama?
Yeah, except for Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee and Alabama.
No,
I hope they lose.
I'm not gonna say it's. I don't have no problem. I like all the Tennessee players. I just the fans.
I got you. So please,
I'm going to root for every SEC team unless we're playing it.
Okay. Kansas, man, dude. You got a Clemson's, and you know that Tennessee game against Wofford. I don't think that's going to be a pushover game for Tennessee, man. If there's I watched Wofford play while I was in Florida, and they played. Was it Furman? They played for the championship, and Wofford's a good team, man. Those guys, they can shoot the ball well. They got up down the floor really fast. And
Mike,
what's that?
who they play?
Wofford plays Tennessee.
No, who did they play? You was watching them.
Okay.
It's hard to judge.
Yeah.
Oh, but, hey.
Look, but see, here's the thing though. They was playing because Furman was going to get in the tournament. Wofford was playing to get in the tournament. So when your back is up against the wall and you have that kind of pressure, what do? So it's no different now as when they get ready to play Tennessee. And I get it that Tennessee is 100 times better than Furman. I understand that as well too. But the point is, Wofford knows that if we lose, we're going home, which all teams understand that concept, and that's what makes Selection Sunday and the NCAA tournament so good.
So you gonna
because of that.
You gonna put them on your bracket over Tennessee?
Now, I didn't say that. I just said that they. yeah. Hey, BC, I'm gonna need you to slow down a little bit. Okay, don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
You know who coaches Wofford?
Who is that?
Dwight Perry. He played for Tubby Smith.
Yeah, I did see that night. He sure did. And
Really?
I'm gonna be rooting. I'll be rooting for Wofford.
I am too. Now, we got Tennessee as our number 2. If we have to somehow find a way to play Tennessee again, do you see us beating them? It'll be a while before we got to face them. Well, actually, it won't. We can actually play them in what? Sweet 16? Oh, my goodness, bro. But look, here's my thing. I stand by what I said earlier, gentlemen. If we make it to the Sweet 16, win or lose, that's a successful year for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. BC said, you are smoking crack.
No,
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong. That's you. I'm
Yeah.
talking about Big Blue Nation.
Yeah.
You know, do they feel like that?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So here's the question: If Kentucky makes it to a Sweet 16 and they have to play, but look, Tennessee would have to face UCLA before they get there. But if Kentucky and Tennessee met in the Sweet 16 for a trip to the Elite Eight, and Kentucky loses, are we putting Mark Pope on the hot seat even more? Are we saying, good job, we made it to the Sweet 16 with all the injuries, with everything we got going wrong? It's different talking about this weeks ago when we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what everything, how everything was going to break down. But now that we have the teams in front of us, how does this look for you guys as far as is the Sweet 16, if we can get it there, is that a successful year? I'll let you guys talk about that. BC. Go ahead, 21. Go ahead, 21.
Me personally, I think it's very successful. It's a very successful first year. I mean, we've had a lot of ups and downs, and the fact remains, man, the guy came in here with 3 months to put together a team and get this program back on the right track. And I think a Sweet 16 will show Big Blue Nation that we're on the right track. We are on the right track for sure. Losing in the first round, that's when the stove gonna get some grease and some Crisco on it and fired up.
Yeah. So I can't throw up comments because whenever my internet messed up, I'm not able to throw up comments. But I do want to say, Mr. Alpha 8 said appearance 8. Mr. Alpha said Elite 8 appearance for me is going to be a good year for him. BC, what's your thoughts? I'm not sure if you just did or not.
Oh no, Mark Pope has done a fantastic job this year. If it's Sweet 16, that's a good year. But like I've been saying, I agree with you and 21, but it's all Big Blue Nation with that. It's usually Final Four.
Isn't this out here an exception of a year though? If we being real, or is there no such thing as an exception to the rules, even with the Big Blue Nation.
Well, we got Big Blue. We got like 20% of Big Blue Nation on the chat.
Yeah.
So what do they say?
Yeah.
You know, he
I will.
he did a great job this year. If you ask me,
He did,
I've been
yeah.
an advocate for Mark Pope all year.
I think we all have been.
I ran a poll. I put in a poll as soon as we went live. And oh Lord Withrow, you can only do one bracket in this group. But
Yeah.
anyways, I ran a poll on this, and it looks like 48% of people watching the show that voted in the poll said Sweet 16 to Elite 8.
Okay.
That's what they're saying right now.
I could do that. But hey, with the way Kentucky's history been over the last few years, Jimmy, how important is it to get this first win? And not just first win, but Coach Pope's first NCAA tournament win.
It is for Mark Pope,
Yeah.
Kentucky,
Yeah.
for the fans. It is not. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a must for anything, but this is a big win. He gets this. He's already got one first win in the SEC tournament, and he gets this first win in the NCAA tournament. He goes on, plays Illinois or whoever it's going to be. He gets that win. He's solidified. He is not going to be on, hot seat or anything right there. But yeah, it's going to be a great game, and I believe he is going to this team's going to bring it. They're going to win this game. First round game against Troy. Yes.
Lord Whitlow said, but Pope does not need to be on any hot seat at all. BBN is just different, bro. Like, I mean, because it ain't like a small fan base where if you lose, people kind of chirp for like an hour or two, and then they move on with their life. I mean, this is Kentucky. I mean, this is people live, eat, everything. This is their daily conversation about Kentucky. And if we lose to Troy in the first game, I agree with Lord. There's no sense of putting them on a hot seat or on the stove or turning on some grease. But I tell you what, you will hear, and they always say, BC, it's the loud negative talks that will outplay the positive talks every day of the week.
Yeah, you're right. It's just it's why a lot of prominent coaches didn't want this job, because he's on the stove.
Yeah.
But he, like I said, he had a great year as first year of Kentucky. But it's you following Kyle Perry, you following Tubby, you following Rick, you following Joe B. It's tough.
It is. So, is Coach Pope to try to is he 21? Is Coach Pope ready to finish the assignment for March?
Not this year, but I think he definitely understands that he's got to try to get his players. Like, we cannot play like how we played against Alabama in our last game. It's 40 minutes of basketball. I don't care if we're down by 20 in the game that we get beat out at. We got to be trying to win the game.
Yeah.
It's win or go home. It's win or go home, and you've got an extremely hungry and look. I'll just put it out there like this. Look, Big Blue Nation right now, we scratching our neck. We scratching our neck. We fiending for a win in the NCAA tournament. We got to get it done. We got to get it done.
Jimmy.
This is our first game. This is a must win. I mean, I believe we're going to get it done.
It's definitely a must win.
Yeah, it's a must win. I mean, we have to win this game. Then the fan base is going to go, oh, well, okay, we'll go back. But yeah, we win this first game. Mark Pope is fine. I believe the fan base is going to be fine. And then we're just going to look on, and hopefully we go on and play Illinois and win that game.
Man, this is if we could just get that monkey off our back and just get that win. I think that would be, as Joey Wilson said, that would just be, well, first of all, winning at least one game in the SEC tournament was already refreshing. And as Joey Wilson says, if we can just get that first win against Troy, I think that would do something special for the fan base. And in a sense, because of the injuries and how the year has went, I think if we win that first game, I think everything else is icing on the cake. Now, what does that look like for a lot of people? BC said, he said, you know what? You need to eat your Pringles, dog, because I don't know what you're talking.
No, it's just I've been a Kentucky fan all my life, and I never heard this type of talk.
It feels really strange, man. It does. Like I say this a lot. It just doesn't feel natural talking about, can UK just get one win? Please just win your first game. We're not used to this kind of stuff. But unfortunately, the state of the program right now, that's where we at. We're looking to get out of the first round. We're looking, can we win the first ball game? Does it, do we want it to come down to a buzzer beater? Absolutely no. But we just want to win. Like, we just want to we just want to be like, well, the field was 64. Well, now we're down to 32. Here we go, guys. We're still in it. We want to be a statistic for this year in being in around 32.
I mean,
go ahead, Beast. Go ahead.
Hey, you said it great.
Yeah. What's up, 21?
It's just like you said, man. We're not used to this. We're not
No.
used to this at all. I mean, my question is who do y'all think has the hardest bracket? Because I think Florida's got one of the harder brackets for sure.
Where are they at? Who's Florida's number 2?
St. John's. Are you talking about their second game?
No.
Oh,
No. Who got? No.
They got a hard bracket.
Yeah, they do. Now, who's their number 2 in their bracket?
UConn or
number
Oklahoma.
2. Yeah, that's right.
Number two's far as St. John's, ain't it?
Yeah, St. John's is number 2. But UConn and Oklahoma, they would have to face that game if they win against Norfolk State.
Yeah, they will. So 21, why you feel like Florida has why you feel like Florida has the hardest bracket, man?
I mean, they got to play another SEC team in their second game. If UConn loses that game, which I think all of us on here agree that they will.
Yeah.
Then they got to play, either Maryland or Memphis after that.
Okay.
And then Missouri, like they got Missouri and Texas Tech in there.
Texas Tech.
Yeah. Then they got St. John's, and then also Arkansas and Kansas, which I think honestly Arkansas should be the 7th seed in that, not Kansas. Like I don't understand. Yeah. I'm kind of shocked that Kansas was even that safe to make it in.
Yeah.
Like this was not a good year for them. Hey, that's one thing. We're sitting here talking about how unusual of a year it is for us and everything like that. How do y'all think it is in Kansas for Bill Self right now?
Yeah.
My God.
Him and his hairpiece.
They can't guard nobody in a phone booth.
No,
when you're not good defensively, it can be tough.
Absolutely. Let me see.
But I Florida, those are some tough teams that you mentioned, 21, from what I've seen play. But man, Florida, man, they are so complete. They are like, man, they got the best point guard in the SEC, one probably in the country. Clayton Jr.
Clayton
and
Jr.
Man, that Florida is just. They a real good basketball team, man.
Hey, so the bracket. I'm so sorry, BC. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
The bracket challenge is live, y'all. So if you all want to go in here and make some picks and that kind of stuff, just click on that link in the chat and check out our bracket challenge group. Like I said, whoever has the best bracket at the end of the thing, I've got a special gift for you. I do. I've got some stuff from doing Club Blue NIL. So with the team this year and that kind of thing, I'll have a special gift for somebody at the end of this March Madness postseason. So get in there, and get your best pick in. And let's just see what it does, man. Let's see who ends up having the best bracket out of everybody.
Let's go. So, dude, I mean, this is definitely. I'm not sure what I just did. Did I do that?
That was me. That was me.
Okay. I was like, I don't know if I put something or not. And just so you guys know, we didn't do this on purpose to have Jimmy on top of 21 and Brian and BC on top of me. Okay, we didn't do that. But as you can see, we did it. Everything's even around the board. So you know how it is. Just don't like the count. That you can't count out Izzo. He's the toughest too, in my opinion. Dude, Michigan State just kind of came up out of nowhere this year, and I mean you haven't really heard a whole lot about Michigan State like all year, and now they're the Big Ten champ. No, they ain't. Michigan actually won the Big Ten because Michigan State got beat. Yeah. So, but still, Michigan State is still that's a still out. I mean, that's a still out right there.
The teams I seen when I seen them play, about 3 times. They solid on defense and they got some pretty good guards.
Yeah, I mean Izzo, man, he's gonna coach it up. What's that 21?
So that Lord Withrow just let me know that bracket link that I just put out was bad. So I'm dropping in another one into the chat. So y'all be sure to go join that.
Is that one that they're gonna have to wait a few minutes before it's up live, or they can just go immediately?
It's live now. Now. They can go up there and make all their picks.
There you go. Dude. Well, hey, we haven't even went over the 12 versus 5s yet. Because we know it's going to happen. It's going to be 112 that's going to defeat a 5. Who's the 4 unlucky number 5s this year?
Clemson. McNeese.
Michigan.
McNeese State or McNeese. I think they'll beat Clemson.
See, I think Michigan's the unlucky one. Or it could be Oregon. Michigan or Oregon are my 2 picks for that.
Who they get?
So Michigan plays UC San Diego, and then Oregon plays Liberty. I tell you what, too, Memphis is also one of those teams that you can't – look, man, I bet on Memphis plenty of times this year, and every single time they upset me. So – I tell you,
I'm not voting for them, dude.
Look, Penny Hardaway is one of my favorite people of all time, man.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, man, he's just having himself a really up and down year.
Yeah. I'm picking Lord Whitlow said I'm picking the winning brackets right now. Bro, this is fun, man. Like this is like when we turn off the cameras, people around the country office, like tomorrow when people go to work tomorrow, nothing's getting done in America tomorrow. Okay, so if you a boss or if you a manager, don't even worry about it. Hey, those cars being made on the assembly lines, they gonna be messed up when you buy them because ain't nothing getting done right tomorrow. Okay, for real. Make sure you wash your tops off before you buy things because they might let little things slip tomorrow because everybody's gonna be doing brackets. That's for sure. We 100% have to lock in on defense.
Play Friday, that's good.
Okay, what time on Friday, BC? Is it announced yet?
Be determined.
Okay, that's good because I can see it on Saturday.
Like a 6 or 7. I hope it's something like that.
Hey, gentlemen,
What's up?
my fellow hosts. Hey, so I'm about to drop that link over to you all as well. If you all want to go ahead and just go through quickly, make some picks and that kind of thing, and then once the time comes. Make sure that you change your name in there to on the ESPN Bracket Challenge, just so that way I know which one it is without a doubt. Okay. And then after everyone gets all their picks in, I'll share my screen for the rest of the stream to watch.
I got you. Okay. You gonna put it? You gonna send it here in the chat, or you gonna send it on the phones?
I'll send it. I'll send it to y'all's emails.
Okay. Okay. Man, dude, I mean, I got Kentucky just going to the round 32. I'm going to put that out there right now, okay? And and it's been a successful year after that. Okay, so right at 32, don't be shocked. We are in a good bracket for once. We can get to the Final Four. Look, Tennessee has. I'm ready when you are, big. Okay. Oh, Rob's on. My fault. I didn't know he was even on. So I'm actually going to bring a guy, Mr. Rob. He's on. I didn't know he was actually on yet. I don't see him. Okay, let me see if I. Okay, I'm going to bring Rob on for a second. I'm not sure if you've seen that 21. What's up, boss?
Just back me out because I'm gonna work on some stuff really fast, and then
Okay, I'm going to just take you off the screen. Okay.
yeah, sounds
Okay. All right then. Okay. I'm gonna bring Rob on. He's on my TikTok page. We talk a lot. He's a diehard Kentucky fan. So welcome Rob to the show. Let me see if I can bring him on right fast. Hey Rob, can you hear me? Let me see if he can. Let me see. Take that off too. Let's see if he can. This is his first time ever doing this right here, so we'll see what happens with this. This is March Madness. Anything can go. You gotta be ready for the unexpected. And let's see. 1 second, guys. Let's see. Hopefully he's still on right now. I didn't know he was even on. I heard somebody come in, but I didn't see his picture, so I didn't even know he was even backstage or whatever yet. But what time is it? Oh, he should have been on by now. But guys, this is the best time, and hopefully Rob can jump in when he's here. Rob, you just let us know if you can hear us, okay? Because I can't see your video. Yeah. So what worries you most about Kentucky winning this first game, BC?
What worries me about them losing?
Not really losing. I'm not really losing per se. But
you talking about going into the game?
Going into the game, yeah.
Man, we should win this game. We should win this game, I think, by 20 points.
Okay. And we need that for confidence.
But man, it's it's March Madness, man.
Yeah.
They gonna be ready to play Kentucky. But I don't have any fear about this game, man. I'm not tripping on us going to play Troy. I'm really not. We have been battle testing the SEC.
I think so too.
I'm not concerned about this game.
Well, I hope you're right, BC, because I trust you, okay?
I'm not really concerned about Troy, Dick Mike.
Say not just yet, huh?
I'm not. I think we should.
I think we should be okay. Kentucky meets up with Tennessee. Hey, Rob, what's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas? We're trying to figure out what we're doing
Mr. Rob?
Oh, absolutely.
What's going on?
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
I've never met y'all, but we're family. We're all
right? Come on, man. This is what we do, Rob. Family. You know how it is. Absolutely. So Rob, so the bracket's out. UK's playing Troy. What is your thoughts on that? And what is your thoughts on just how the brackets are actually made this year overall?
Obviously in the last few years, we've we're not even going to talk about the last few years. Pope's going to have these boys ready. But we're not even bringing it up, all right? Pope's going to have them ready. And with Butler, with our starting five, the battle-tested SEC that we've played, but we're not going to play the caliber of opponent that we've had in the SEC until, Illinois is tough if we played them.
Yeah.
But, our starting five, we can compete with them, but obviously just with Troy, that first matchup, I don't know anything about them, but I know what we have. And if we play our game and with Butler playing, I feel good about it, I was surprised. First of all, one of the things that caught my eye was the potential Patino Calipari matchup. Like, come on, are we serious? Like, that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
And but yeah, that caught my eye. When I saw Clemson playing McNeese State, I don't know a lot about McNeese State, but I know Will Wade is their coach, right, from LSU. That's that's gonna be tough. They look pretty good. I was surprised North Carolina was in, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of
Um,
people was. I was too.
and and really, I thought Louisville. The, well, when I saw that Louisville, where they get an 8 seed, right? They
Yeah,
got an 8 seed, and Kansas is a 7. That's a little surprising to me
yeah, it
to
was.
see, especially those two.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Louisville should have been higher, and Kansas I think should have been a little bit lower. So,
Yeah,
but like you were saying, I'm not sure was that. I think it was BC. I think you were saying that about you know, how this is the kind of different year for us. But Kansas, man, they this is really not like them at all. So
well, okay. Let me ask you a question, Rob, about that. Then, and BC, you guys can, and you and Jimmy can chime in too. Is that a testament that even though Kansas had a bad year and Louisville had a really good year, but Louisville still got an 8 seed and Kansas got a better seed? Is that a testament of just how good the Big 12 is and how bad the ACC is?
I mean, yeah, I think there's something to that. The Big 12 is obviously a tougher conference, and then I mean, the ACC after Clemson, after Louisville and Clemson, the Duke's obviously up here, but Louisville and Clemson, it's kind of like everybody else, you
Yeah.
know. So, I mean, I guess that plays into it, just the level of competition they played, the strength of schedule. But I mean, it was just surprising to see Kansas's how bad they struggled compared to what we thought they would be.
Yeah.
They had good transfers, They
Yep.
they
Oh
held on
yeah.
to, they held on to Dickerson. So,
You
he
pay me,
stayed for
hey,
another
hey,
year.
hey, you pay me that kind of money, I hang out too.
Yeah, for real, right?
You know what I mean? I
For
go to
real.
class as
So,
well. Yeah.
and you know what's crazy? Didn't Kansas and Arkansas, they did like a preseason game, right?
Yes, they did.
And I know that Kansas, I know Dickerson didn't play, somebody else didn't
No,
play.
it's a few players
But
didn't play that ball game.
yeah, and I
So
know, of course, everybody, of course, we do it too. Well, those preseason games are like, oh, did you see who we played? They beat so
yeah,
and so, so we must be
yeah,
this good, right? And
yeah.
so, Arkansas, they beat them, and then, what do y'all think about Flan? About him going to play? That's a little. I
That's
mean, I don't know how that's going to affect DJ Wagner his play. I know this isn't a Razorback, but it's in a Razorback podcast. But it's
Yeah,
interesting that he's
it
going to come
is.
back and play, and how well will he play? I think, but.
Jimmy, Jimmy, what's
I
your thoughts on that, Jimmy?
I believe they would be better if Flan never played another game. And I
You
think
know,
if DJ Wagner and Boogie Flan are playing, I think it's going to mess up what Arkansas has going on right now.
and
He's
Davis, the other kid, I forgot his first name slipped my mind, but Janelle Davis,
Janelle
yeah, yeah,
Davis.
he got better when Flan kind of stepped out. So what will
yep,
he? And he's kind of I mean he was on that Florida Atlantic team,
yep.
so I think you need him to play well if you want a chance.
I think
But
so too. BC, how
is,
you
is
feel
it?
about that?
it
It's never bad to a guy that can get you 20, 24 points. It's never bad to have him on the court. I think Cal will figure that out because, like I said, he's a Hall of Famer coach. It's not like Boogie Flynn's just jumping in. He's been practicing for a while.
Probably so.
So he's been running plays, and I don't think I think Cal knows that, like y'all guys alluded to. I think Boogie will find his spots and step back and let guys get going in the game, and he will score when he needs to.
I hope he matures from. Well, I don't want to use the word mature because I didn't watch Arkansas like that, so I can't really say if he's a mature guy or not. But it was a lot of what I did see when Boogie Flan and Rob, you could talk about this too. What I did see is when Rob was playing, the ball was everything was going through him, and everybody was sitting back watching him play ball. And yes, he may get you 22, 24 points a ball game, but what about the overall chemistry of the team?
Yeah, but we have seen that plenty of times when Cal Perry was coach here at Kentucky. But the
And you
only
see
di-
where it
the
got us.
only the,
And
the
you see
only
where it got us at, though.
yeah, it got us Final Fours and
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm talking about the last 5 years. You saw where it got it from.
oh, well, the last 3 years haven't been good.
Yeah, yeah.
but Cal's, that guy that can take guys that have very high egos and bring them down and being able to play together.
Okay, I agree with that.
But
Yeah.
the only difference is Boogie hasn't played through the course of the year to be able to do that.
Okay.
So he might want to come in the first game and get his rocks off. You never know. But
He did
at
say,
Arkansas, I don't care if they win or not.
Yeah. What's that, Rob? What was you gonna say?
He did seem like the guy early on when they were struggling. He
Yeah.
was the one guy that's just like, I can go get a bucket. And
Yeah.
you know,
Him and Theo.
Is
Yeah.
Theo, is he done for the year? What's going on?
I don't know, bro. I know he was hurt. Maybe they just set him down into the tournament. Because Coach, Coach Cal don't care about this SEC anyway. So
he ain't seen him, so he don't know. He ain't seen him. So.
I haven't even seen him. You know what I mean? Where's he at?
Yeah. But no, that's the potential Patino Calipari matchup. That's
and I know y'all guys don't like Cal.
Yeah.
But he's a Hall of Famer.
No. Look. Let me tell you, when I woke up and I was in Q8, and Vandy Chris had sent a text to our group, and he was saying that it's really a possibility that Kentucky's leaving. I mean, that Cal's leaving for Arkansas. I was hurt, bro. I was like, why are you divorcing me for? Like, I want you on the team. So, but like everything, you had to move on from it. So I'm definitely not a person that's going to bad. I don't talk about him because he's not a coach anymore. But I definitely don't have anything negative or any ill will towards Cal. You know what I'm saying? So
well, I know it's like Kentucky fans that say the stupidest thing that Cal can't coach.
Yeah.
That's like,
yeah.
I feel they don't understand and know about basketball. If you saying Cal can't coach.
Yeah.
Well, someone just said that Kansas was favored by 5.5 already.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
man, hey, Kansas is going to be a different team in the tournament. I think they're going to be a different team.
I don't know which one it is because what is his name? Adu or whatever his name is, the center. I don't think he's going.
Adu,
Yes, Adu. I don't know how he's going to because Big Z ain't going to match up against old boy very well. He's going Dickinson's going to put his body on him, and that's going to be it. Z's done for the night. Hey, Z's getting ready to break for real. You know what I'm saying? But Adu, mate, the last game he did really decent for him in the SEC tournament, but they got beat. So we'll see. I agree with Afee. I don't think they'll mess it up. Boogie is going to be the reason Arkansas loses. Chemistry means everything. I think that too. I have to agree. Chemistry is like, it's just like bringing somebody off the street and says you come on back in, and you just play with us. Sometimes chemistry outrides how good a player is. But BC, you played basketball more than I did.
Chemistry is important, Mike.
Huh?
Chemistry is important.
You
have all the talent in the world. You ain't got no chemistry.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the issue with the Arkansas if Boogie Flan does come back. Now, I don't think Boogie. I don't think Boogie's going to come off the. I think he'll come off the bench. But I still think at that rotation and putting it back in, they're going to need more. They're going to have to win at least 1 or 2 games to really have him back into the flow of things. As a vet, I don't support. So, it's here, guys. March Madness is, let's be real. We enjoyed the season, what Kentucky had this year. Let me ask you a question, Rob. What's your expectations, or what do you classify as a successful run in March? Realistically speaking, what would be okay for you to say? What would be okay for you to say?
I think Pope knows himself that we don't like. He knows why he's here. He knows what the BBN wants. And he knows what we expect. But given all the injuries, and I know they said Butler's going to play, but what does that mean exactly?
He's not 100%.
Exactly. So I think. I mean,
That's
if
okay.
we
You can
get
be real.
if I mean, you know what I want. Yeah, I want
Yeah, yeah,
Final Four, win a
yeah,
championship,
yeah.
and I don't want to base that first win just isn't enough. We have to win that first game
Yeah,
because I think that's not going to be good for BBN if we don't win that first game.
yeah.
But if we get second weekend to me, it's just kind of like okay, Pope, like
Sweet 16.
yeah. I say Sweet 16, yeah, yeah,
Ha ha! BC.
yeah.
That's what we talking about. BC,
Well,
tell him.
well,
Hey, BC, tell him your thoughts on the Sweet 16.
Kentucky fans look got soft, Mike. Yeah.
we look soft.
He said,
like I said, if when Drew came to visit Kentucky, if he had known that, he would have took the job.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
There's a whole lot of coaches would have been lined up at Kentucky if they knew Sweet 16 was good enough.
It's not good enough, but I'll say.
Well, if they knew that, they said, okay, if we get to the Sweet 16, well, it is good enough. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about I'm referring to this year, not moving forward.
Yeah,
but considering everything, not moving forward. That's not the standard.
No, that's not the standard every year. But the injuries, his first year, the talent he got with this team, put it together quick. Second weekend, I'm like, all right, Pope, okay, it's a building block, but we can't stay here. But just the circumstances, okay, second weekend, I good job, Pope. But yeah, going forward, man, he understands it too. And if you ask Pope, I think he's like, what do you mean? It's championship. Like, I'm not here to get the second weekend.
Yeah.
So,
but he's supposed to though. That's the narrative. Yeah. That's the narrative that he has to preach. But he knows. But he knows in his heart. Can we make it to Sweet 16? Hopefully the BBN they will be okay with that. Look, go to the Sweet 16, which could possibly be Tennessee. Go to the Sweet 16, make it a good game. If we don't win, the BBN gonna be like, you know what, Coach? Good first year. Go recruit, get you some transfer portal guys, and let's wait till next year and we'll see what happens. That's the worst phrase in Big Blue Nation that we want to hear is next year we'll get them.
Yeah, no, you're right. But also, I think it's just, and how guilty have we been? I think every fan base does this, but especially us. When March starts, the matchups happen, a team loses. We're like, oh man, do you see our past? Do you see who we have to beat to get the Final Four? And then we lose, And so but now it's just like, I mean, what we know, if we were clearly better than Oakland, clearly better than St. Peter's, we can beat anybody with this team.
Yeah,
like we're better than those teams, and we got upset. You know what I mean? So like, what we can compete with anybody. The way we can shoot the ball, if we play our best.
Here's the problem I have.
Okay,
Rob and Big Mike and Jimmy. The problem I have is that scares me is our defense. We can beat anybody on this bracket, I feel, but we can get beat by anybody on this bracket. Because if you look at the first four out, two of those teams we got beat by. If you go back 2 hours previously. Yeah. But that's where it's at with our defense. That's what scares me. Are we going to come, because our defense is not very good, but that's the only thing that scares. Just like last year, we could outscore anybody, but our defense wasn't good. That's the only thing that scares me.
That and foul trouble, the drop off. We go to the bench. We love those Kentucky boys, but the drop off in talent, just the limitation because of injuries, that worries me. And Butler, I mean, like I said, he's playing, but what does that mean?
Yeah, it does.
Butler is, to me, Butler's an average player. That's just me. He's an average player. Butler's the type of guy that he can make 6 turnovers, but he'll get that one steal or hit that one shot that make you forget about the 6 turnovers.
The unforced turnovers too.
As long as you're winning,
Yeah.
But his success is based on if the team wins or not. Because he's an average player. He doesn't move the needle, but his success is based on the team success. If you're winning, he's good no matter what he does on the court.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
but he's
go ahead.
been there though. He's been there with San Diego State, and I think that's important too. Is just his
Yeah.
presence out there.
He's a fifth-year senior.
Yeah.
He's old.
Yeah.
He's old.
Yeah.
He played in the championship game against UConn. I mean,
Yeah. That's big.
Arkansas. Yeah, Kentucky did play Arkansas this year. Being Stone, it didn't turn out the way we all wanted it to. So you guys fill in the blank. Our freshmen must do what for us to be successful in the tournament? Our freshmen must do what to be successful?
Touch that basketball that they touched in Space Jams. Get some superpowers.
Yeah.
I think between the freshmen, I think somehow whether it's one of them or 5 points, between I think we got to get 15 points from them each game. Whether it's one of them or all three of them collectively get 15.
Yeah.
I think we got to have that. Now bench points, that number's got to be higher. But I'm just talking about Noah, Perry, and Chandler.
Yeah.
When you think about it, when we played Duke, Robinson had 1 point, and we didn't get anything from Chandler. Didn't do anything. Perry or Noah. They
didn't get in the game.
And the way I think is if they can, I forgot what Kerr didn't have like a crazy stat line that game. He had 5 points maybe. He had a couple threes, I think. But if they can just get 15 a game or 15 a game, my bad, my dog.
Yeah.
They get 15 a game in the tournament. I think that's hopefully that's enough, but I hope so.
Jimmy, what's your thoughts on that? What does our freshmen need to do for Kentucky to be successful?
Be steady. Don't get in a hurry. Let's play the game. Let's just get down and play your game offensively, defensively. Do not get hurried up. Do not let the team you're playing, whether it's Troy or Illinois, whoever we're going to play, let's just handle the game the way it is. It is going to be hard, but these freshmen, just take it easy. Don't try to do anything that you're not supposed to do.
BC?
Touch that ball on Space Jam.
Oh, there you go.
No, what? Same thing. These guys, y'all said.
See, okay. One thing that we always hear about freshmen when they start out, certain freshmen, especially here at Kentucky, and we usually hear it before March Madness starts. We usually hear it around late January, early February is when we start hearing the phrase. These certain guys are no longer freshmen. These guys are now sophomores. Can you say that about any one of our three freshmen? Have they proven that they have grown up to the point where they're playing like sophomores?
Well, you have to look at it, Mike. Those freshmen that we have had in the past are McDonald's like Jimmy likes to say, those burger boys.
Yeah.
Those guys are just playing in college because they can't go to the NBA.
Okay.
It's a totally different freshman than what we usually have
I get it.
past.
I get it. So is that your way of saying that our expectations shouldn't be very high of? I mean, if you think go ahead.
They are freshmen that were good enough to play Division I basketball. Not everybody is able to play Division I basketball, but as Division I basketball players, they're not very good.
Okay. That's a big statement, man, for a lot of people that really believe in the Kentucky guys. What's up, Jimmy?
What I'm saying is they are freshmen that junior, senior year, you will get to see their potential.
I got you. So they're going to grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
they will grow, and you will see their potential by junior, senior year.
Oh, absolutely.
They are 4 or 5 year guys.
I got
What
you.
we
Okay, I
used
can
to get
understand
in
that.
the Shepherds and the Denhams and all those guys, NBA players. They just
Yeah.
came to college because they had to.
Okay. Well, I don't think Reed Shepherd was. I think he grew into that, and I think
yeah,
I think he shocked the nation on who he became.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's right for Dillingham. We all know that that's the story for him. Jimmy, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, I'm with you, Mike. BC. These freshmen that we have with Trent, Noah and Travis Perry and Colin Chandler, they are not NBA players right now.
Okay.
They might be in 3 years, but you're asking average players that just barely can get to the Division One to be doing what Rob Dillingham and Reed Shepherd did, you're just it's a whole different prospect of that. I mean, these players are going to be good eventually, but right now you just can't count on them. If you want them to play in the game right now, they're going to give you everything they've got, but everything they've got is not as good as the NBA player.
I understand. Rob, how's your thoughts on that?
I do think we're going to lean heavily on the starting five, and not just the freshmen, but Garrison. I feel like Almanor, he really understands his role. He's not in there he's in there to shoot, and he's got some rebounds. He made some big plays against
Yes, he did.
Oklahoma, but and really and Noah's made some big plays. And Perry, he played. I mean, I'm not gonna say well against Alabama because he had to play a lot, and a lot of his points were off of free throws. But they've come along as the years gone along, but if we're dependent on them that much, that's worrisome to me. Um, but honestly, there's gonna be games where we don't have a choice. It's so like I said, depending on Butler's health, foul
Yeah.
trouble, um, th- they're gonna be in there if they can just hold it down for 3 to 5 minute stretches, get our guys some rest, and get them back in. If they can just hold it down, really.
They've been ballot tested. I know that.
So
Yeah.
no,
Yes.
and I think that Perry and Noah, just especially being from Kentucky. I mean, if they weren't from Kentucky, would they be here? You know what I mean? But they're from Kentucky, and just because they understand the pressure at Kentucky, I don't mean they can live up to it, but they get it
Yeah.
though, and they've been waiting for this moment
Yeah,
their
they
whole
have.
life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Perry was starting in the SEC tournament against Alabama. Like, who thought that
Never.
was going to happen? You know what I mean? And him and Noah, Perry gets a little rattled, I think, going against the caliber of point guard in the SEC, but Clayton, Sears, Ziegler, I mean, those are all top
those
10
are
guards
elite,
in the
man.
nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's not going to be running into them.
Yeah.
But so, we'll see. And Noah, he just gets in there. At times you're like, I don't know how he works with our lineup. What's he going to do? And all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, he got 5 rebounds in 7 minutes. Like, he's getting in there. So.
I have never been so excited about a rebound is when Noah uses his big frame and gets the rebound. I like the phrase. I like the phrase that BC and that was the phrase that I was looking for. That they've been battle tested. They have been battle tested. They have been thrown into the fire because before Chrissa got hurt, Perry wasn't seeing the floor. Noah and Collins wasn't neither. Actually, none of these guys was really seeing the floor if you go back and think about it. And even though there was only 7 games in, they didn't see the floor. Because of these guys have been battle tested. And I said this about, well, first of all, it's 2 things. I said this about all 3 of these guys in a video. I said, they're not going to be our superstars, the freshmen, of course. Everybody knows that. But I said what you said, Rob. If we can get about 12 to 15 points consistently between all 3 of them, or any way you want to do the math, if one want to score all 12 to 15 points, whatever. But if we can get 12 to 15 points out of those guys, I think it gives Kentucky a different perspective, and it makes Kentucky a harder team because they're not just coming in the game and just giving our guys a rest. These guys are coming in the game and they're actually producing. They're actually a plus instead of being a minus. So that's why these guys, in my opinion, are so critical if Kentucky wants to make a run, because foul trouble, as you said, Rob, guys got to come out of the game because they got to rest. If you take all that into consideration, these three freshmen playing well, and Collins has really come on here the last 2 weeks. He's really become a different player. If these guys can come in their ball game, if they can highly contribute in that sense, not come out and score 30 points, but if they can come in, they can get rebounds and stuff like that. I think it gives Kentucky a better shot at actually being a better team here in March. So.
And I hate to live and die on every shot that Noah and Perry take, but just if they have open looks, they gotta hit those. They just have to hit those.
Do. I tell you what, I don't know about Travis Perry, but Noah ain't scared at all to shoot that ball. Noah would shoot that rock all day. That's for sure. Yeah. It is. So this is a chance for Kentucky, man, to make. You know what I'm saying? For me, this is a big recruiting tool for Mark Pope. This is a big recruiting tool. He's got to win a game because that's the way to draw in recruits and the guys from transfer portal. If he can do that, guys start looking at him. You know what? He's not bad, BC. I think he can get it done. So we'll have to see.
I hate to. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead of this, obviously, but I mean, for a lot of players in schools, transfer portal starts. A lot of kids are done. They're not playing anymore.
Yep.
And I mean, man, it's crazy how it works, but that's how.
So now Coach Pope got to be on the bench thinking about the ball game, but thinking about this transfer. This guy just got in the transfer portal. Hey, we need. Hey, Ralph, move this game along. I got phone calls to make.
we have 3 right now. We're looking at.
I know if they not playing right now in the tournament, I don't know if I want them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean,
one of them is playing in the tournament. The other 2 is not.
Okay. It's that's a big statement, BC.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, that transparency is real.
I'm just saying, man.
It is.
I'm just saying.
It is, man.
I'm just saying, man. We need to go. We need to get a guy on the block that can score. We need to get guys that can play defense. We need to get some guys that can go and get a bucket. That's what we need. If we don't, that's what we need next year.
You're going to turn up that heat?
That's what we need next year.
That's what he's referring to, Rob. You're talking about if we don't get that, start turning up the heat on the stove.
I'm not going to turn it up. I'm just saying,
BBN will. Look, BBN, BBN, we are such a group. I'm going to put it like this. Let me rephrase that. BBN is a nation. And if we lose a game, if we lose in the first round, a lot of people are going to come out of the woodwork. See, I told you Coach Pope wasn't the man for the job. I told you. And it's going to be that way. It shouldn't be, but it's going to be that way. And even if we win the first game and lose the second game, it's still going to be a lot. It's still going to be a lot of. It's going to be a lot of this out there. And look, it won't be me because I think we're going to get better each year, but it's going to be there, and that's why I feel like.
Well, the more games you win, the more pressure it's going to be. If you win the first game, hey, you should win the second. You win the second game, hey, you should win the third one. If you win the fourth game, you need to win the fifth. The more games you win.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah. Wow, man. So that is crazy. But, this is, we're just going to just sit back and we're all going. I'm not sure if 21's coming back on. I think he wanted us to do a bracket, but we can't do a bracket right now until we're off the air, I guess. So we have to go back to that as well too. Who has the hardest bracket, Rob?
I gotta see a visual.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Let's see here.
It's okay. You can pull it up.
Yeah, let me hold
Yeah.
on. See what we got.
I'm
Yeah,
just
y'all
look, man. I look.
Hey,
talk
I
amongst
got I
yourselves.
got one right here.
Okay, go ahead.
If Duke goes ahead and wins their first game, they got to play Mississippi State or Baylor. That's going to be a
Yeah.
Well-
hard game. I don't care if it's Mississippi State or Baylor. That's going to be a hard game.
See, that would be good if they played Baylor because you know who's on Baylor. Jeremy Roach is on Baylor. He's on Baylor. Yeah. So
Yeah, about that.
he's
he's
going.
looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that game,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know they may Mississippi State, man, with Hubbard. I wonder if Mississippi State can be physical enough with Baylor, and if they can they be physical enough against Duke, or would Duke be too much? I mean, we're talking about Duke having NBA players, and you don't really hear that. Maybe Hubbard, second round, maybe. But other than that, you're not going to hear a lot of names for NBA when it talks to Mississippi State.
Well, you don't have to as long as you win.
I guess not. So I guess you don't got to talk about them. You know what I mean? But I mean, let's be honest. It's a different level of talent, though.
Yeah.
You know, it just is. I mean, I'm not saying that the actually grabbing water for. Okay, so he's here and ready. I never heard when he comes in the room, so I'll bring it back in when he's ready. But okay, Rob, you got the bracket up?
Oh
Okay,
no,
okay.
it was on TV.
Okay.
But I was saying, I know if Florida and UConn play, they'll play in the second round, right? Now UConn's.
I think I don't think UConn. I don't
that
think
right?
UConn's making it. I don't think UConn's making it towards out of the first game.
Oh, they play Oklahoma.
Yeah,
you don't think so?
I think Oklahoma's going to beat them, bro. I do.
They have Connecticut a 4.5 point favorite.
Oh, okay.
But I still think Oklahoma's going to win that game.
21 say he ready, Mike.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Okay, yeah, he's okay. He's ready. Let me see for. All right, thanks, BC.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
21,
Oh,
21.
everybody-
21. That's Rob. He's been talking to us for a few minutes. He's
What's going on? What's
he's
going
pulling
on?
up. Okay. I didn't know that. I did. BC, thanks for I thought you had actually got completely off, and I was like, well, why did he get off for? He's got to come back home. Okay.
So while I was away, I was just testing, making sure our bracket challenge stuff was all good to go and
Okay.
everything. And of course, I went ahead and made my picks. So
Okay.
I will say this is a Kentucky biased one, but you all will be able to hear me out for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got some upsets on here too. Not it's not like every game's an upset on here, but
Yeah.
I do have some upsets.
Oh, it sounds like you got Kentucky going to the Final Four.
Yeah, it sounds like you got them balling.
Yeah, sound like it a little bit. That's for sure. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, let me see if I can throw it. Okay, let me see if I can put one more thing on the screen for us right here. Hope we can see it. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's real small. 21. I hope you can see that because I can't see that.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll walk us through it. So,
Okay.
I've got starting here on the left hand side. So this is Auburn's bracket. I've got Creighton beating Louisville in the first round. I do. Creighton is a good team that has been known to punch above their weight class, and they just happen to be one of those teams that always goes on a run in March. So, and then I've got
Who you got in the Final Four?
Oh, yeah. I gotta save up for that.
Okay.
All right. So over here, I got Duke losing in the second round though to Mississippi State. I do.
Oh, we were just talking about that too.
Hey, we was just talking about that. Yeah.
And then Ole Miss, I got them making it all the way to the Sweet 16, but I think Michigan State's gonna pull it out.
You got them beating Iowa State?
Yeah, I got them beating Iowa State. I've seen a bunch of Iowa State games this year, and Iowa State, of course, is another one of those teams that sold me on a lot of bets. So I don't believe in them at all. I got Michigan State making it to the Sweet 16. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is where it gets real crazy, okay?
Okay.
So I've got Alabama winning their first game, and I got them losing in the second round of St. Mary's. I do.
Wow.
Hey, St. Mary's is legit now. And look, I got VCU beating BYU too. So
BYU had a good year.
Yeah, but VCU is a really good defensive team. Wisconsin, nobody bet on Wisconsin this year. Wisconsin's fraudulent. They're very fraudulent. And then Sweet 16 game, I got VCU and St. Mary's, and then I got Arizona beating Mississippi State too in the Sweet 16. Arizona started out the year really rough, but they have really picked it up. And y'all are gonna see the championship pick here in a second, but we're gonna scroll by it. All right. And now again, this is my loyal BBN fan show bracket. This is my Kentucky bias one. So
I got you.
So
that's the one you're gonna trash as soon as the show is over. It says, let me pick a real one now.
yeah.
But go ahead.
All right. So we've got Houston. I think Houston's gonna make it past. Well, they're gonna make it to the Sweet 16, but I got Purdue taking them down. And here's the thing: Purdue, they beat Bama. They beat Bama earlier this year. They've had a rough end to the year, but I still think they're going to go far. And look, and really, I wasn't expecting to put Kentucky in the championship whenever I made this bracket, but I saw that no way that I cut it. Tennessee and Kentucky were going to meet in the Sweet 16, and I was like, I cannot, as a Kentucky fan, put Tennessee above us. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I got Florida and St. John's meeting in the Final Four. There's not really too much of a story over here.
St. John's and who? In Florida?
Florida. Yeah. In
Florida.
Okay. I really do think the top two seeds are going to run this whole side over here, even though it is one of the tougher brackets. I just feel like Texas Tech is probably going to be. Texas Tech and Missouri will probably be the best game there. And Rob, I heard you talking about that potential Arkansas and St. John's matchup. You know, Coach Cal versus Rick Pitino, and I had to pick Rick Pitino there. I just did. You know,
man, we cut a long way. We've come a long way at the favorite.
Yeah, but
you've been smoking at wacky tobacco. Okay,
I tell you what. I tell you what, though, St. John's they're balling right now, man. They are absolutely balling.
They're a good squad, bro.
The games that they have lost, they have not lost by much. So
they got the defense.
Yeah.
And then that brings us to Final Four. We got Michigan State losing to Florida, and then we got Arizona losing to Kentucky. And I think 206 points will be scored in that game, man. I think it's going to be very high scoring. Barn burner for a championship game.
I can truly say I don't want Florida to win. I don't want Florida to win. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I mean, we're all entitled to our opinions. I say step away from the drugs, but you know what I mean.
That's a good bracket, man.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Here's the thing about the bracket. My wife would fill out a bracket. Anybody could fill out a bracket, and it's a good one because it's not like the NBA. You can't lose a game, and you have to lose 3 more. That's why it's March Madness.
Yeah,
anything could happen. My bracket would be busted Thursday night. And my wife could fill out one, and she's picking the colors of the team, and hers would be better than mine.
What mascot is better? Everything. Yeah.
Hey, all I say is, like, you can say whatever you want about my picks, but if I've called some of these stinkers, some of these upsets, all I ask is you come in here and give me some credit. That's it. That's all I ask.
Hey, you never know, man. It's just hey, you never know.
It's like that, bro. It really be like that.
March Madness. Yeah.
My stuff is I'm good at like Elite 8. I'm good at having like about 4 teams in the Elite 8.
Okay.
But everything else is just trash.
This is what we could do. beat Kentucky and winning the national championship.
Yeah.
Tell you
I
what,
mean,
take a picture of this.
And I hope you right.
Yeah,
Hey.
we all hope you. We all hope you right.
And what's crazy is they would beat Florida.
No, yeah. I mean,
Man.
we beat Florida at Rupp, so that's,
Man.
I just got to go with them.
Yeah.
I got to go with them. And if we do make it to the championship game, we might as well be playing at Rupp because we know Blue's going to get in. So
Oh,
I mean, it is what
Oh
it is.
yeah. If we went to, I think it's in San
What
Antonio,
is it?
right?
I was in San Antonio this year.
Yeah, that's what I think it's at this year. Oh, believe me, the airlines will be loaded with Kentucky fans.
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Yeah, oh, yeah. Man, if we make it to the Elite Eight, it's gonna be a lot of Kentucky fans there.
Oh yeah.
So it's just one thing about Kentucky fans. We'll travel, and I think that's why. So our first two games is in Milwaukee. Let's win. Hey, it's Mike Wolford said, BC, have your wife pick the first 2 rounds.
Hey, I might. She's better the first 2 rounds than I am. I might, or flip a coin.
I know, right? Yeah, I agree with you, AFIO. That AFIO, I got a question for you. I'm just curious on how you came up with that name. I'm curious. I've been seeing it for months now. You've been supporting the channel for months.
That's a good question, Mike.
And
Yeah.
You see a couple of names online. You be like, okay, I wonder how they came up with that name right there. But I'm really curious on. Yeah, I'm curious on how you came up with that name. David Enix, I know how you came up with your name. If our freshmen play like seniors in high school, 21 might have something there.
I mean, I will be honest. The Illinois game, like that wasn't easy for me to just say that we're just going to go by Illinois. I mean, Illinois.
Man, say it with your chest, 21.
Yeah.
Say it with
Hey,
your chest.
This is an interesting thing about this though, is that Illinois has Big Z's brother on them.
Yes.
And let me tell you what, he's the better one.
He's the better of the two. Yes, he
Better
is.
version.
Yeah.
He's a better version of
How tall is
a lot better. I'm not sure of his height, but I've heard that kid can play ball, man. Yeah, he needs to be in that big time school. Not he should have. Cal got it wrong by recruiting the wrong kid. That's for sure.
Hey, Mr. Rob. Hey,
What's going on?
So here on this, I don't know if you're looking at the restream screen, but you see this private chat right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the right.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna drop that link for our bracket challenge for you as well. Okay, I'll put it in there.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Perfect. Appreciate that.
Is it okay? Let me change that right there. 21. I think you did that too as well.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna take this off right here. Good call, BC. I saw what you on what you put. Okay, let me take that off right there. Okay, there we go. We good now. I'm gonna take that off.
Cool.
Good call there, BC. I'm not sure if Jimmy noticed that or not, but you did. But anyway, so look, the brackets are Big Z is 7'2". How big is his brother though?
It says 7'1".
Oh, okay. He's 7'1".
He's a big fella.
And he got more weight on. He got more weight on him too. So I mean, he can go down low, and he would definitely be something that Amari would have to battle with if we end up making it in our first ball game, and then and we actually see him. Afi says A is my first initial. My last name is Italian. I wonder if he was Italian, and Fio is how the first part of my last name is pronounced, but not spelled. Fio. Okay, Afio. Okay.
Hey,
Interesting.
about Big Z and his brother, we can definitely tell which one of them was stealing whose food growing up. I'll tell you that.
For real. That is definitely really you can definitely really tell that for sure.
Let me ask you this. We've talked a little bit about Big Z's brother, but who's a player that maybe we haven't seen in the SEC, but who's a player that y'all are like looking forward to seeing in March? Like that kid from Michigan, that Wolf kid. Have y'all seen him?
He's tough.
He's a fun player to watch.
I don't want to play him then. I don't want to play him then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. like I mean, I know he's in the SC, but I mean,
Oh,
Fears. I think he's gonna be electric for Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, he's good, man. Yeah, I think what's his name? What's his name? Stewart. Is that how you say his name for Texas? What's his name? That freshman they got out there.
Oh,
you talking about for Texas?
Yeah. No.
Johnson, right?
Oh. Is it Johnson? He got
Yeah,
them.
you talking about for Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's good too, bro.
The,
I think he's actually the leading scorer in SEC.
The dude,
Yeah.
the point guard on Houston.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name.
Crier.
Yeah, so he's real deal.
He's
LJ Crier.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a transfer too to Houston. I forgot where he was at Oklahoma. He was at Oklahoma with Ortega.
Well, I didn't realize that.
Ortega knows him then. So just let Ortega guard him then.
Yeah.
There you have it. That problem solved. Let's play Houston. It's all set.
Yeah.
But Houston, they need to get Robinson back. That's the big man.
Yeah.
My player that I'm most excited to see play is Purdue. Is on Purdue is Braden Smith.
Yeah,
That's point guard.
I really would like to see him have a good tournament because it'll kind of shut everybody up about that whole Zach Edey stuff. You know, oh, they ain't got Zach Edey.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be successful. You know, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I really like Purdue.
That's a big hole that's gone.
Yeah, I really like Purdue, and their head coach, he's also the real deal, man. I think that guy knows how to win ball games, and I think people will see that in March. So, the tournament. What about you, Jimmy? I didn't hear from you, Jimmy.
I'm on the side of just I want to see BYU. I want to see how they handle the pressure. I like this team, but I also like the player that we actually maybe can get from them next year. It's a different with Richie Saunders. I believe he is a player that we might be able to have next year. Yeah. And I'd love to see him have a great NCAA, and they are playing VCU. That's going to be a heck of a game.
Did Ohio State get in the tournament? They didn't get in, huh?
They didn't get in.
Oh, wow. So they didn't make it in after all, huh? They probably said, we beat Kentucky. Why come we're not in? You know what I mean? That's our
crap out of
hey. That's our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Why come we didn't get in? You know what I mean? We won the big dance already. And that's why we say that's why playing Kentucky, no matter what time of the year it is, that's team Super Bowls because that's their Final Four. Is that we got a better we got a better chance of beating Kentucky than we do making it to the Final Four. But if we could beat Kentucky, then that's then that's a lot to say. That's for sure. If we could just get that win over Kentucky, but now it's over now. Now teams can go to the drawing board, start looking to see what teams are doing, seeing who they playing. I'm pretty sure Coach Pope and his staff is already drawing up the numbers, doing the numbers, and getting ready for Troy. Look, man, this is some good rest for our Cats, man. I don't care what nobody say, bro. This is some good rest that we need for our Wildcats. And hopefully when they go out there, these guys are going to make this out of a business trip. Get your suitcases, get your briefcases, get your whatever you need. And let's see if the Wildcats can go win some ball games as well. Sanders won't come to Kentucky. His wife wants to stay at BYU. Yeah, that was the reason why he didn't come to Kentucky last year. Yeah, because his wife doesn't want to leave BYU. So, and the wife spoke. I better look here, woman. I'm going to Kentucky. I see you. I see you in 4 months.
No, you ain't.
Yeah, I don't know. You ain't. You ain't going nowhere. You set your tail down because this is where you belong at, right here,
wants
man.
to stay at BYU, you're gonna stay at BYU.
Yeah. Rapid reaction. This is dealing with all the number one seeds. Start with Jimmy. One word answers. Which number one seed are you glad you're not in?
Oh, well, I have not really looked at all, but I would not want to be in Florida.
Okay, BC. Which bracket are you glad that you're not in? Florida, Auburn, Duke, or who was the other fourth team?
Well,
Houston?
Houston.
we got Houston.
I'm sorry to mess this question up.
No,
but
no.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
See, and see, that's how it should be as a Kentucky fan. Is that look? I don't care who, but anyway, Rob, which bracket are you glad that you didn't get as far as the number one seeds go?
I mean, the only one we haven't played is Houston.
Okay.
They're a good defensive team. I don't know. I mean,
As they say, we ain't scared.
we did, yeah, you know.
I am.
Oh no, Houston's. I mean, they're tough.
Yeah, man, they are.
They're kind of
Yeah,
the one I
it's
didn't like.
okay. Well, there you go.
They put the brakes on you.
Yeah. Oh, 21. What about you? Yeah. 21. What about you? Yeah, I'm going with Florida too. So you see how we got that? We got that tic tac toe going right there. You know what I mean? We got that tic tac toe, and I didn't want to be in Florida's bracket neither. I know we already beat them.
We beat Florida.
I know we beat them. They ain't the same team though, bro.
No, they're not the same team.
Yeah,
but,
Hey,
we beat Florida though. Don't you have some kind of, some kind of?
Hey,
you beat them?
Hey, BC, hey, mute yourself, okay?
Gave them the first loss.
That's true. We sure did.
Yeah,
Now, hey, BC, now mute yourself, okay?
We did, yeah.
But you know what? We don't have Jackson. I think Jackson had a good game that game, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did too.
And
I know Brea did too.
yep, Brea had a good game that game. Yep. So we ain't got him this game, and Brea can have a big game, and then Brea can not have a big game. So it's just
he can't afford to have a bad game. This is the tournament now. Him, Ortega, they can't afford to have a bad game. Just can't.
But you know what? I said Houston, but if you remember, there was that press conference when Pope was still at BYU, and man, was the coach Houston? Coach Houston, I forgot his name.
Yeah, he went against you talking about Sampson, but he went against Houston.
Kelvin Sampson.
Guys,
and he said Pope's offense was horrible to prepare for. So and they're a great defensive team. I do wonder. I wonder how many of if we flip the question, who's glad that they're not preparing for our offense?
Oh, okay, that's true. Well,
you know what I mean?
That's probably a lot more teams.
I mean,
yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Tennessee's scared.
Well,
I'll tell you what, there ain't no way there's a Vol fan that is happy that they got put in our bracket. There's
probably
no
not.
way.
No.
But
they not.
You're right.
See, if I was a player on Tennessee, man, I would be rooting for Kentucky there because you just swept me during the season.
Yeah.
I
want you again.
They want that rematch.
Yes,
I
would be wanting Kentucky big time.
But but these past few years, Coach Barnes and his Kentucky, and his Tennessee team has just been choking.
But here's the thing, though, fellas. See, you can't look past the team that you're playing.
No, you can't. We got Troy. We got Troy.
If you do, you going home.
We can as fans. So
hey, I just got a question. Does Troy shoot a lot of threes? And if so,
no, they're not very good shooting threes. They get 29% from threes. They average 73 points a game, and field goal they're about around 43%.
Okay,
so that's why I'm saying we shouldn't have no problem with Troy. if
Okay.
we come out and do what we're supposed to do, we shouldn't have no problem.
You know what, BC? You just boosted my confidence up, big guy.
I'm just saying,
I knew it was a. I knew it was a reason you was on the show, bro. Because
we should
you know what?
I never seen them play, but I'm just looking at the stats over here. We should hold them to 73 or lower.
Okay, Dad.
We should score
74
in around 90, 80 to 90 points.
Well, okay. Another question for you guys is, and how does the game have to? And I think I made an ask. I think I said that earlier when I went live on TikTok. At what point in the game does Kentucky says we got this? Butler set down. If we up, look.
I remember you said that.
Is 15 is in the second half? Is 15 suffice or probably not enough, huh? Get to 20, huh? Okay.
A 10-point lead. A 10-point lead nowadays is a 5-point lead, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's really not.
How many? Let's go back to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Game.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I want to say something. I do want to say this, fellas, and Big Blue Nation. They shoot 29% from 3-point range, but they play in Kentucky, so they might shoot 45.
It's gonna be 45.
They gonna hit everything, man. That's right. It doesn't matter. Hey, I'm getting a lot of people in here, and I agree with them. I agree with it. Doesn't matter who Kentucky is playing. You should beat them all anyway. It doesn't even matter. You should. Yeah. I agree with that. But we also, while we want to say that, and that's the right thing to say, let's be honest about Kentucky limping into the tournament this year. Because what's that?
I'm dead on it.
Yeah, I know you are. But Kentucky's limping into the tournament this year, so winning one game, Kentucky won, and then we get back to business 2 days later or whatever. So this is going to be interesting to see if Kentucky can get past the first weekend. Look, I think I think the NCAA tournament is better when you have teams like Kentucky, the Carolinas, the UConns, the Dukes, some of the Alabamas, the Auburn's, and teams like that. It's better when you have guys. When you who? The Floridas, the Houstons.
They back-to-back champions.
Yeah. It's better. It's better when you have teams like that. Getting past the first weekend because it makes college basketball that much better. It just does. And when Kentucky's not in, it just feels like everybody be like, well, my bracket's busted. I'm going to do something. I'm going to play golf now. You know what I mean? And I don't even play golf. Yeah.
Hey, it's 8 o'clock. So the women. We about to find out where the.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll stick around. We'll stick around for a few more minutes, and we'll get ready. We'll be on here to announce where the women's going to. Is it 8 o'clock already? Sure is. So we're gonna stick around just a little bit longer just to see where the women is going. I got my times all off, bro. Like,
I'm gonna have to.
Hey, Rob, thanks so much for joining us, bro.
I've enjoyed it. Anytime y'all need somebody, let me know. Anytime y'all need a fifth person.
Hey, thanks, Rob. Appreciate you, boss.
Yeah, it was good meeting you.
Y'all be good. We'll see.
All right,
man. Go. All right, go Cats. Okay. So, thanks for putting that out there, Twin. Because I'm not sure, and I'm ashamed to say, but Kentucky should be playing at home. They should be playing at home because they get to play at home if they win. Because they probably gonna get a number anywhere from a 1 through 4 seed or something like that. They should be good enough to host a home game in Kentucky.
I believe they're a 3 seed.
So if they're a 3 seed, they should be hosting at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine them not having enough arenas to be able for the girls to not have to do this. But hey, if you're gonna give me 2 home games if I win, I'll take 2 home games. That arena's gonna be sold out, that's for sure. UConn was best team in the country last year. Yeah, they ain't winning it this year.
No.
I don't necessarily see a run coming out of them that those guys are gonna win. I mean, anything is possible. I mean, you see what they did years ago against us when the girls bracket is being revealed. So I know Kentucky Rick is busy. I know he's over there. He's busy. So 21 or whoever, when they see where Kentucky's going, please just let us know where they're going at so we can actually so we can make that announcement too as well. Man, it's been good. I was kind of hoping that we got on even before the brackets came out, but my whole time thing was off. My clock and mentally was off. Girls bracket is being revealed. Peanut, you're right. Illy will expose that transition defense again. Although we've gotten better. Man, dude, it just feels like we get past the Florida has been beating Final Four caliber teams convincingly. Yep. They have, and that's the scary thing about it. I don't care, BC, if you say it's bring on anybody. I don't care. Florida's a good team, bro. You know what? Kentucky,
yeah. Three team. They're a complete team. But we beat Florida though.
I think
can we say that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We beat Florida.
We beat Florida.
That's the first thing I thought about today is that if Florida wins national championship, we can say we beat them. That we beat them this year.
Well,
and gave them the first loss.
The two SEC championship teams was Florida and Tennessee. We beat Tennessee twice. We beat Florida once.
And someone mentioned a few minutes ago that Kentucky's already beat two of the four number one seed teams in Duke and Florida. So we got a team.
Deal.
Oh yeah. Florida is the best game we played all year by far. I think so too. That was a real complete game. Tennessee was good too. I mean, I think for the Tennessee game, I think overall, unless I'm missing something, I think we outplayed them completely in both games. I don't think it was they cut the lead a couple of times, but I think Kentucky outplayed Tennessee in both ball games. If we can get to the second weekend, I would be happy.
Well, the one game we was out Butler. He didn't play in the game at Tennessee.
Nope, no. and we outplayed them.
Yes.
And I think actually. Is that the game that Jackson Robinson got hurt? No, that ain't the game. Is that the game? No, because Jackson Robinson had a big game that game.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game he got hurt in, but he got hurt, and that was the first SEC game of the year. So, we we beat Florida healthy.
Yeah, the Florida
game. We also
game.
beat Kansas a few years ago at Fog Island by 25, then lost to St. Peter's, and they won it all. Yeah. Has an SEC team that won the SEC tournament, went on to become national champions. In 12, did we win it in 12? Did we win the SEC championship in 12 when Anthony Davis
got beat by
Vanderbilt?
Yeah, Vanderbilt put us out. Yeah, that sucked. Then we went on to win the title. So, hey,
we got beat by Vanderbilt that year, and we got beat by Indiana on the last second.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's when Cal said I'll never go back to Indiana again because of what happened after the game. Yep, B99 just off the scene. UK 2012. Yeah. So that's man, dude, I hope our girls get to stay home and play ball, man, because they play good at home. But our girls, man, like the turnovers, the collapse. That is something that they just can't have, man, if they're going to make a run. Because those games that they lost, it wasn't that that the teams was better than them. It's just we had terrible turnovers. And so hopefully our girls can get it together and our girls can win at home. Florida was the last SEC who won the SEC and won the title. That was back when Joakim Noah and them. That was probably when those guys won.
Brewer and those guys.
That was a team back then, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, they was good.
Yeah, two losses, Christian Wofford. So I'm nervous, bro, because I am, bro. Like I know we're playing Troy, and I don't know how to. I hate that dude at IU. Even though we got Troy and BC's already said that there's no reason why we shouldn't beat those guys.
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't have a problem with it. We shouldn't have a problem with Troy.
Well, I think some
straight at the camera.
Hey,
we shouldn't have a problem with Troy. But hey, if our defense don't show up,
yeah, we got problems, huh?
but we shouldn't have a problem with Troy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. So I've got a tab open. I'm keeping track of all the women's things.
Okay,
Gets put
okay.
out. I'll let you know whenever Kentucky gets selected.
Okay.
But I have been wrong before, but we gotta do what every game. We gotta rebound, play defense, hit free throws, not turn the
Yeah.
ball over.
Yeah. You've been Caliparied, Mike. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Been breaking down some film.
He said, Kyle Perry, you got post traumatic
Okay.
with Kyle Perry.
Okay, I got you. Cal isn't coaching. Someone says Cal isn't coaching. I feel pretty good. That's funny, dude. Breaking down. So Texas is doing a playing game, right? If I'm correct, right? Don't want to see Texas in our conference. I'm not afraid to play Texas.
What? We can't guard Texas at all.
Well, I think if we get another shot at them, I think we would. Because I don't think Butler played in that ball game, did he?
I don't care if Butler played it. We can't guard Texas.
I think we can beat Texas. You give me another shot at Texas. I think Kentucky can get them this time. But of course, we won't have Robinson this time neither. He played the first time. Louisville fans should be happy they have a home game instead of worrying about what seed they have.
I will say I think honestly I'd be more scared of Xavier than I would be of Texas, just because we did go down there and play in Texas.
Yeah.
And look, man, basketball is the sport where a home court advantage really, really matters. Like, don't get me wrong, it matters in football too. But football, it's a whole lot more spaced out. The arenas aren't enclosed and all that stuff. So I mean, man, and don't get me wrong, I'm not down playing football.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying though is like basketball, man. You can really, really feel the energy inside of an arena. So I definitely think them being at Texas had something to do with that. But Xavier's kind of a scary team, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna pull up. Is there any other teams that y'all have any questions about or anything like that?
I haven't seen Xavier play.
All right, I'll pull up their win loss.
I think they got beat in the semifinals, didn't they? In the tournament this time around. I think I can't remember, did they beat Creighton or did Creighton beat them? One of the two.
I think Creighton beat them.
I think so too. I'm glad we have the veterans this go around. Mike Woodward, I really hope that matters. Do you guys think that since we got an older team, that's gonna make a difference in whether we win or lose the ball game? It's just because of that, or will our defense be the downfall of what happens to us?
I don't care. You got 30-year-olds on there. If you ain't gonna play no defense,
I think
if you can't stop guys.
Yeah.
If a team like if I just told you Troy, they average 73 points a game.
Yeah.
If they score 80, 85, we did play defense at all.
Okay. That makes sense too.
Because if a team scores 70 points and they score 80, 85, even if you win the game, you didn't play good defense.
No, you didn't.
Now, if Kentucky hold them to 73, 69, we play good defense. That's great defense.
Yeah.
But if a team is scoring more than average, you're not playing good defense.
Not at all. And that's the thing that gives me a moment of pause with his team is Jimmy, is our guys going to be locked in for defense? Is Pope going to preach defense enough that you got to say to yourself, like, we got one game left this year. Can y'all believe we're down to one game this year? Because if you lose, that's it.
Yeah.
So essentially, Jimmy, does our defense show up against Troy, and take care of business the way that they should?
Well, the simple answer is yes, they need to. That's exactly what Mark Pope ought to be preaching to these kids right now, and that okay, we got an older squad,
Yeah.
and we got an older starters. Hopefully, we got Butler coming back. That
Yeah.
is going to be at least 90%. You're never going to be 100% unless you never got hurt. But I believe, this is the thing. They have to win this game defensively. They need to show up from the get go. They need to be playing defense when they walk out of that locker room.
Hey, I have to agree with Mike Gina Dow is that we haven't been playing defense so far this year. It's too late to start playing now. We just got to get stopped. Hey, see, that's the reality of my question is we ain't really been playing defense all year. Is it like you just show up and hope?
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a point where, like Jimmy said, Mark Pope, preaching. It's not about Mark Pope preaching defense.
Yeah.
It's about the players preaching defense to each other.
There you go.
Holding each other accountable. Man, I remember back in the day, it used to be, why you let him score on you like that? He got 10 points and we only been playing for 5 minutes. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, coach, get him out of here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. A good if Lamont is sitting or something like that, not feeling 100%, a guard heavy team could really kill us. A guard heavy team really has a chance because I mean you all have played basketball before. You're supposed to hedge players. You're supposed to push them to the other side of the wings. And then why our defense did so well against teams like Gonzaga and Duke and that kind of stuff. Whenever we were coming back from deficits, is we have Ortega. He's our small forward, and then you have Lamont Butler. So Lamont Butler, the idea is that Lamont Butler is pushing these guards with the ball in their hand over to Ortega, So go ahead.
That's like 21 in those games, like Gonzaga and Duke. Our defense, they wasn't that good. They didn't play good defense. We just got what I call necessary stops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if we can get stops when, like, say we down by 2 and we going back and forth and we can't get a stop, then they go up by 4. Then they hit a 3, then they're up by 7. Yeah. That's what's been happening to us all year. We got necessary stops against Florida. Yeah. So but we're not good enough to like shut a team down.
Yeah.
We better be against Troy.
I definitely like what you're saying there, BC, because, as much as I hate Kansas, earlier this year, Kansas was down. I think they were down almost 20. I can't remember who they were playing, but Bill Self said to his team, guys, there's not a 20-point play. You got to win each possession. And I definitely think what you're saying has a lot of sense there for sure. We just need to to focus on the here and now, without a doubt. And it's everybody's got to be playing 100%, and everybody's got to have their heart into it. And the big story leading into the season was playing for the name on the front of the jersey. We got to do that. We got to show some Kentucky basketball in this NCAA tournament.
I think that's why it's so good to have Coach Pope right now is because you got somebody who's set in the same seats as they sitting in, not the same locker, not the same cheers and stuff like that, but the same environment that these guys are playing in right now. And he understands what it means to run out that tunnel during the NCAA tournament playing for Kentucky. And at any given time, Go Big Blue can break out in the crowd because that's how Kentucky supports that's how the BBN supports their players. So go out there and just
But hey,
act accordingly.
Hey, Mark Pope was running out there with some studs, though.
Yeah. Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
You said don't forget that though.
He was running out there with some studs, Big Mike.
A lot of people say that '96 team was the best team of all time. I mean, a lot of people, not even just Kentucky fans, say that. So I mean, I mean, I hope his philosophy in his attitude really inspire our players to go out there and just be confident. Like, I mean, you all know basketball has a little bit of luck into it. I mean, you could be Steph Curry hucking up them shots all day, but you could miss. I mean,
Yeah.
there's always that chance. So, but you've got to play confident, because if you shoot that shot and you think it's going in, it's got a good chance of going in.
Yep,
for
it
sure.
really does, bro.
And y'all know I don't like them want to shoot 33s.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. 30, you shoot 33s, 20 of them gonna be low percentage.
Low percentage.
They're gonna be contested.
Yeah, I hope next year we look like an Alabama with a great defense. That's what I hope we look like next year. Because Alabama,
shoot, that's national championship right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Alabama, that's all they're really missing. They're just missing some lockdown defense, and then they would be the clear favorite for sure.
Yeah, they'd be real good.
I think that's what Florida's doing, man.
Yeah.
Florida's definitely playing that defense. I'm trying to see something here.
But it's like Tennessee. Tennessee got like maybe 2 guys. The other guy had a good game today.
Yeah.
But their defense is so good that it kept them winning a lot of games because they would lock you down. But like Florida, they can lock you down. They can score on you. They can slow it down.
Yeah.
They can, whatever you want. And
They
Auburn's the
have
same way.
it all. Yeah.
We got off the rough end of the stick.
Yeah, Arkansas does not have a good bracket to be in. I'll tell you that.
No. Who's Arkansas's number one in their region?
They play it's Kansas. They play Kansas,
yeah.
but their number one is Florida.
Oh, not at all. Yes, baby. We didn't get Florida. And I know I feel ashamed saying that as a Wildcat fan, but we didn't get Florida. So
Yeah.
Edward stopped the cap. Travis Perry is slower than Biden. That's funny, man.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's super slow right there.
That's super slow. Hey, that's Biden. Come on. Look,
Man.
look. But see, here's it. Look.
Man, that man 80-something years. What is he, almost 90?
Yeah. So,
He's
but
going to be slow.
But let me say this about Travis Perry, and I want to defend him just very briefly. Would you guys agree that Mark Sears is a pretty solid point guard in college basketball?
He's one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
guards in college.
Yeah.
Would you say that it's not a lot of people out there in college basketball that can hold him?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Maybe Meshack on Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Yeah, Meshack.
Well, he's the one that beat him in that last second shot.
But it's not
Yeah.
too many. But it's
Not too many.
Yeah.
So here's my point: is that we just asked the question. Perry is still a freshman. We're not giving him. We're not ready to give him. He's a sophomore status now. Now he's been battle tested. Does battle tested means that he's not a freshman anymore? That he's a sophomore? That's up for debate. My point is, Perry had to guard Mark Sears. Ain't too many people in the nation guarding Mark Sears, even as a 5th-year senior or whatever. They're not guarding Sears. So should we really give Travis a really
Malcolm Butler couldn't guard Sears.
Butler because Butler went out?
Well, he still would.
See, that's my point though.
Yeah,
even
I feel it.
you know what I'm saying. So even if Butler can't guard Sears, should we really put a lot of expectations in Perry guarding Sears? Not really. But hey, it is what it is. Mike Travis just had to be aggressive on offense, and the defense has to help out. It's a team game. Yeah, that's true, man. Our defense is collectively. So BC, is that too late for you, BC?
What's that?
No,
that's just right there, Mr.
You said
Bryant. That's just right. But,
hey, and it's on a Friday night too.
And I think, is Travis? I think what he's saying is that Travis can't guard anybody. I think that's what Mike's saying.
Yeah, is that fair though? Is that fair?
I don't. Is he great defensively? No, but what he's saying is he can't guard anybody.
Okay.
No
when
matter
did-
who it is.
Okay.
I think that's what he said. I don't want to
Yeah.
like Woodard.
Well,
but
it could
I
be.
think that's
That
what
could.
he's saying.
Yeah.
Joe, I know Joe Biden can't guard
Yeah,
anybody.
can't guard nobody.
He said
That's
Joe
for
Biden.
sure. That's for sure. You
Big
can't
Red.
teach. You can't teach Perry athleticism. Thought that's
what
the
he said. He
downside
said
with him.
yes.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
saying
okay.
that Perry can't guard nobody.
He can't guard nobody. He said, serious. He can't guard nobody. So, hey, one thing about my show is you are allowed to come out here and speak your mind, and he's that's how he feels. He said, well, you should too. You haven't watched him play, so you've seen him play. You know he can't guard nobody. But like like Rob was saying, is that can our freshmen come out and give us something? My thing is, I wonder, is Coach Pope going to shorten his lineup? Is it BC or 21 or whoever? Do you think Mark Pope is going to go with the same rotation? What was it, 10 guys or whatever it is, or is he going to cut that down? And if he cuts it down, who loses out on playing time?
It'll probably be Noah if he cuts it down. Noah probably because I mean Ansley's a better shooter at this point than Noah is, and I mean I just think a lot of people's problems with Travis Perry, kind of the same problems with Trent Noah. I mean they're just. I got another side note to put on to that after I answer this question, but anyway, I think it'll be Noah if he'll lose out on minutes. I think.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead, Jamie. I'll go after you.
Yeah, I agree with 21. I think it'd be Noah. I think Ansley Almanor, he's better in situations. Noah, he's just not contributed a lot of what. When he's been on the court, it's been more of turnovers, and he is not contributing to the game. He has to be on the court, yeah, but I believe it'll be Noah. His minutes be cut.
Well, my mom always say that beggars can't be choosy.
Yeah.
Mark Pope don't have no choice. It's whoever's playing good.
Yeah, that's true.
If Noah is playing good, he's gonna be on the court. If he ain't, he ain't gonna be. If what's the other guy? Wow, I just went blank. If
Chandler
Garrison is playing good, he's gonna be out there. If Chandler playing good, he gonna be out there. He ain't got no other choice.
Leah Bryant just put up that I know you got something to say 21, so 1 second, okay. Leah Bryant just put out that Noah is fighting a stomach bug. He wasn't at the selection Sunday viewing with the team. If he misses practice, he's definitely the one losing minutes. Yeah, I guess so. I mean Mark Pope knows. Yeah, I don't know.
If he playing good, he ain't gonna lose minutes.
Well,
if he can stay in front of his man, he ain't gonna lose minutes.
I'm with Go Catch 1970. Yeah. BG needs to rebound. BG needs to rebound.
Yeah, you're right about that.
BG needs to rebound. Yeah, I've been waiting on that all year. Rebound,
say it
BG.
One more time. Say it one
BG,
more time.
BG, you need to rebound, please. You ain't got double digits rebound all year long. I mean, you had some good offensive games. You know what I'm saying? And you had some blocks, but you ain't rebounded. Let me be 6'10", 6'11". Oh. Man, I'm rebounding because you know what? Because I know my job. I know my role. I know what I'm here for, and because if I can't get 10 rebounds, I don't deserve to take no threes.
Don't need to be playing, dude.
Yeah. I haven't earned my NIL if I don't get at least 10 rebounds. That's just the way it is. 21, what you got, man?
So everyone's giving Travis Perry a hard time. I think this might be the time that Perry actually surprises a lot of people.
I hope so.
Because here's the thing: Kirk Kriisa got injured against Gonzaga, and as far as non-conference, as the rest of our non-conference schedule, we only played 1, 2, 3, 4 full games without Kirk Risa. So that's where Travis Perry started picking up minutes there. So he's now gone through this gauntlet of SEC with really good guards, with getting his tail kicked night in and night out. Let me ask y'all something. I mean, are y'all going to run into a wall face first over and over again and not think at some point, hey, I need to do this a little different. I need to be better. Do you all think that all this gauntlet has really, really improved Perry's ability? And do you think some of these non-conference teams, teams that are not in the SEC, do you think they're going to be what do you call, surprised with how Travis Perry is? I mean, I'm not saying he's going to come out there and just be like, oh, this guy's a cheat code. But, yeah. I mean, I think he'll be more valuable to us than a lot of Big Blue Nation fans think.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. BCU?
Yeah.
I hope you're right, too. But I hope you're exactly right.
Yeah, I do, too.
But I think a lot of fans of Big Blue Nation saying that he's just right now or whatever. But correct me if I'm wrong. They just are saying that he's not as talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing about his heart. Nothing about he goes out there, he plays hard, but he's just is not as talented. I think that's what they're saying. I could be wrong. I'm thinking he's not as talented as guys that he's playing against, but he will get better. But he played in the SEC, which is a gauntlet. But I hope you're right, 21.
I will say, I'm actually looking at all the stats about those 4 non-conference games that Travis Perry got more minutes in. He didn't really get a whole lot of minutes in those at all. He only got 3 minutes against Ohio State.
Okay.
And let's see, against Brown, he got 14 minutes, and he only finished with 4 points. But he didn't turn the ball over any, and he had 0 assists. So there's that. I mean, I feel like he's, as the season's gone on, through the SEC. I feel like he's stepped up his role. Yeah. And of course, those are some awfully big shoes to fill. At that point, you're wearing clown shoes. Like.
So, you are. I think the thing with Perry is that, you said something. You said he played 14 minutes. Somebody got 14 minutes of rest while he was on the floor.
Yeah.
Somebody got 14 minutes of rest. That's big. Now, as Rob was saying, I mean, if you think about it,
Kentucky fans, that's not. They ain't looking
no.
If you get 14 minutes, they want some scoring out.
Well, I was going to add that. BC, I agree with you. I was going to add that. Now, I was going to say now with 14 minutes, like if you're not scoring and you're not, and that's all that you're doing is on the floor. That's valuable that you're giving these other guys rest. But what are we still giving up because this person's on the bench, which means you can't be in the game very long because you're a liability. If you're not scoring and if you're not playing defense and if you're not rebounding, then we got to get the other guy back in because we done built this lead, giving you the opportunity to get in the ball game, but you're only in the ball game. That's it. So you got to have some kind of presence while you're in the ball game. And very uncharacteristic, he was missing free throws against Alabama in the SEC tournament. Like, when does he ever miss free throws? So those like when you're on the court and you get a chance to put the ball in the basket, you put the ball in the basket because that's what you're out there for as well too. So I agree with both aspects. But yes, 21. I hope that Perry surprises all of us, and I'll be the first one to tell you, man, Perry was a different player in this ball game. And but we know that Butler is going to go out of the ball game more so often than none, especially before like the last 10 minutes of the ball game if it's a close ball game. So Perry's got to come in and Perry's got to do something. He just does, man. He's the all-time. Richard Samuel says he's the all-time leading scorer in Kentucky basketball, over 5,000 points when he's on the floor. He needs to be a scorer. He can't. He can. That's proven. I mean, it ain't a point that it ain't a point that he can't score. The point is can he help on defense, and can he hit his free throws? Which that's one of those games because he's mostly like, hey, foul him so he can go to the free throw line. But he didn't do that good against Alabama. But that's just one game, BC. Richard, hey, Mr. Samuels.
Hey, here's the thing.
So, hey, 21. Someone says 14 minutes of cardio. Boy, y'all hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Oh man.
Go ahead, 21.
I will say though, we could us four here on this show, we could spend the entire show talking about everything that's wrong with our defense.
Yeah.
Like I said in the last show, man, like we didn't come into the season thinking that we were going to be great on defense.
I agree with you.
We didn't even think we were going to be as good as we were on offense. But man, I mean, in March, I think the most reliable thing that you can do is to stick to what works. And I mean, we got to hook them up and keep running back and up and down court.
21. Yeah, 21. I agree with you, but defense, that's the elephant in the room. If we don't play defense, we might be going home first game.
For sure. And
that's the most important. That's if you ask what's Kentucky's weakness, what are we gonna say?
Defense. I mean, here's the thing though, is of course there's that old saying that defense wins championships, but there's also that other saying that it's like great defense, better offense. So
it's got to be a balance.
Yeah.
You got to be a balance.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see. It's gonna be a really fun, really fun tournament though.
Yeah. Did anybody find out when the Lady Cats are playing and who they got?
It's not updated yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Even the reporter at the press conference with Tracy Perry's 30 minutes facts over Phyllis, I guess, what's going on with the women's bracket. They're still filling out for the women's bracket. 21 and Jimmy's keeping a close eye on that for us as well too. Chandler would hit his potential in the tournament. He would get his legs under him. I think Chandler's playing really, really good ball now, man. His like now it's a matter. It was a matter of confidence for him, and I really they got a number 4 seed. Does that mean
got a 4 seed?
Does that mean that they can't play at home? Liberty versus Kentucky. I'm okay with that.
It's showing they're in Lexington.
Good.
Awesome.
On Friday.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. On Friday too.
On Friday.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's a big basketball day then. Yeah, next Friday in Lexington.
Yep.
Good. They got to play at home.
They better be in Lexington.
We play Liberty. They play Liberty.
Who's
Liberty.
Liberty.
Who's their number 1? Is it UConn? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it is UConn?
No, USC.
Ooh. They gonna have they got
That's rough. That's rough.
They're beatable. They're beatable though. But
everybody's beatable.
Yeah. He said everybody's beatable. Just say, hey, just will you beat them though?
Yeah.
That's the difference right there.
Yeah.
Will you beat them? That's for sure.
They got your girl. What's her name?
It ain't her name's not Juju, is it? Is it Juju?
Yeah, Juju.
Yeah.
Juju.
Yeah.
Juju
She's out there making all that NIL money.
Yeah.
And State Farm money.
And
State
big
Farm.
Big time State Farm. Let's hope Doug Childs don't officiate any of our game. I hope so neither. 1996, that is what we need. Yeah, 96 team. BC said they ain't running out the gate no time soon. That's for sure.
You don't want the 96 team now.
Yeah.
Maybe if they can go back in time.
For real.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that is not South Carolina, Southern Cal. Yeah. That's who they playing. They playing USC, Southern Cal, the little USC. Well, yeah, the little USC
Well,
because
they ain't little USC right now. No, they're not.
did did Texas or South Carolina get a well South Carolina did South Carolina get a number 1 seed? Surely they did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
I'm
should.
Yeah.
did,
Pretty sure
yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
It could happen. UK ladies, Juju Watkins and USC maybe Sweet 16 matchup. I'm okay with that.
Our men's team could use Juju.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, they could. Yeah.
South Carolina, they got the number 1 seed.
Our men's?
They're in the Birmingham region.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's basically they're playing at home. I got you. Oh,
Basically,
throughout the whole tournament, they got the number 3 to Oklahoma. I guess that tournament game was meaningful. They gave it to Oklahoma. Ooh, wow, man. Yep, I guess it did matter.
Yeah.
In this case, it did because that's who they lost to was Oklahoma in that tournament game and everything. So, well, guys, the brackets are set. Kentucky women's plays Liberty. Kentucky men's plays Troy. We got to beat Kansas State second round. Hope so. Absolutely. But this is going to be tough. This is the most exciting time of the year. I've had fun breaking down everything and talking about it. Now it's just time to go and produce. It really is time to go play ball now and just produce. UK women's has length and Georgia is a force. Juju is a different beast. Yeah, Juju is different, bro. Yeah, she's cut from a different cloth. Yeah. Hey. Somebody gave Juju a piece of Jesus' him and put it on her because that's what she got. She got.
Baller.
Yeah. Hey, that's your show 21. What is that? He got game. I think it is.
Yeah.
So
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Yeah. That's what she got. Absolutely. But hey, guys, thank everybody for coming out today. Man, dude, we did 2.5 hours.
It was a great show.
It was a great show, bro. And now we just got to get ready for the ball game. And just we all got 1 week to get our nerves together because if Kentucky, I'm not even gonna say it, but anyway, so
You're not gonna say what?
You're
not gonna say what?
Hey, no sir,
don't
you ain't gonna get me out here getting cut off by YouTube.
Yeah.
By the BBN, they gonna be like, look, unfollow, because he's on that Scottie Pippen tonight. He's on that something, but you know, here's the last thing, and I like what Big Blue 66 threw up. The regular season's over, the conference final is over. Everybody has a clean slate. 1 game in advance is what we're looking for. You only got to win 6. You only got to win 6. That's all it takes
That's it.
to win a national championship.
You got to win one first.
Anybody? Well, yeah. I mean, you know, you got to win one at a time, Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy.
One at a time.
Yeah.
6 is on the board, but
Yeah.
we got to win that first one.
We gotta go beat Troy. Dog. Hey, son of a gun said we ain't scared, Mike. Well, hey, I'm gonna reserve that comment for right now, son of a gun. Okay. But look, one last prediction. Who's your first SEC team to get bounced out of the tournament?
Oh,
I'm looking.
I think I got Mississippi State. Well, actually, because I got Oklahoma's going to beat UConn. I really believe. I don't know why I believe that for, but I think Furs is going to take over because Furs is trying to be like the number 2 pick, something like that. So Furs is trying to make some money that day. So he only needs to win 1 and show out against UConn. So
I got all the SEC teams making it to the second round. So
do you? Yeah, you on that? Yeah. But you on that aisle 8 too, though. 21. Right. So hey, you don't know no better, bro. So it's all good. Hey, Van.
I got Arkansas.
Arkansas. Why come I didn't think about Arkansas for sure? Would you give Garrison a lot of minutes? Do you want him shooting threes? Arkansas. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And In
If
that
they-
case, that means everybody's done made it to the second round, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
because
Well,
they would
that's
be playing
true.
St. John's,
Who does Arkansas get first?
Kansas.
Kansas.
Oh no, they going out the first game.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mark my
Bye-bye,
word.
Bill
Hey,
Self.
mark my word.
Oh,
Yeah. Georgia first loss. Did Georgia get in?
Yeah. Georgia plays Gonzaga first game. They beat Gonzaga, man. They smoked Gonzaga. Well, I don't know about smoking, but they definitely.
Hey. I tell you what.
Gonzaga, I'm putting Gonzaga
I tell
in
you-
the Final Four.
I tell you what.
One game.
Hey, I tell you what. The first team that's going to be out between Arkansas and Georgia is based off what time they play. So whoever who plays first.
Okay. 4:35 is the Georgia Gonzaga game, and we're talking about the Arkansas game.
Yeah.
That game is at 7:30. So
Oh well, Georgia, I love you.
bye, Georgia.
Hey, hey, that's sweet.
So-
I don't know.
so-
Look, I got to worry about Kentucky winning the first game.
I-
So
let me see,
so I shouldn't be worried about what everybody else is doing. Kentucky needs to win. And that's for sure.
we're our game is 7:10.
Did West Virginia not make it in?
They was on the bubble,
He
bro.
was on the bubble. Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
They got
did.
robbed. They got robbed. They did as well as they could have with what they had this year.
Well, you know what? Their constellation will be, we're gonna give you a number one seed in the NIT.
Go ahead.
Hey,
We're gonna give you a number one seed in the NIT. Go on the road with the big dog, and you can play at home first game.
They'll be North Carolina. They'll just pull the buses up together. North Carolina and them.
Yeah.
They'll go after.
Yeah.
Hey. let me put y'all on game, man.
Okay.
So Gonzaga's best win is against Baylor when Baylor was number 8.
Okay, I remember. I
Yeah.
watched that game. That was a good game too.
Yeah.
I will say they went 1-1 against St. Mary's.
Okay.
They lost to UCLA, lost to UConn, lost to Kentucky, and lost to West Virginia, and Oregon State and Santa Clara, and yeah, actually they went against St. Mary's because they played them in the conference tournament. They went 2-1 against St. Mary's. So
Well, Indiana didn't get in, so those guys are still home as well too. So
They go to the NIT, won't they?
yeah, they get number 2 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get number 2 seed. And gonna keep that party going and everything. The first number 1 seed that goes out. That's the last question of the night. Who do you guys got? The first number 1 seed out.
I'll look at my bracket and I'll tell y'all what I picked.
Tennessee. I'm gonna go with. It won't be an SEC team. So if it won't be SEC,
It's not going to be an SEC. It's going to be Duke.
I feel like Duke gonna be the first team out too.
I think Duke could be the first team out. I don't think Houston. I don't think that with Auburn. There's
It's
no.
Duke.
I
What-
think it's Duke.
If Houston loses first out of the teams and Kentucky's still in, you don't think their eyes are wide open?
Oh yeah, I hope
It'd
the
be-
bracket. I hope the bracket opens wide up,
Yeah.
open, and every team
Yeah.
besides us gets beat. And we can have that straight run. But that happened again about 4 years ago when we got beat by what was it, Kansas State.
Yeah.
And
It was
so
Sweet 16.
In Sweet 16, we had all the way to the Final Four set up for it.
Yep.
All we had to do is beat Kansas State, and we lost that game. But
Yep.
this is under
I was there.
This is a different regime. This under Mark Pope. He's not going to let that happen.
I think so too.
I believe
Yeah.
if Houston, I don't think he's going to let that happen.
Well, I hope. Well, I hope the players don't let that happen. That's for sure. Yeah.
Maybe if the coaches are playing.
Yeah.
Maybe
if coach against coach.
Yeah. Maybe we'll let that.
Well, I always, when I was a player, I went off on my coach, and what he said goes. And
I guess so.
We if we won the game, my coach won the game. If I lost the game, my coach lost the game.
Yeah.
Hey,
Houston's a good squad.
Shout out to B99 though. B999, man. He also is riding with me, man. Because I don't
Houston
believe
always
in Houston.
chokes.
I
don't believe in Houston at all.
No, I don't believe in Houston.
Wow.
Houston's gonna get exposed, man. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna get exposed, and I'll eat my words if they don't.
Yeah. Broom is good, bro. Broom's a real thing. He's definitely. And then Broom, didn't he come from what? Morehead State.
Morehead State. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how come Kentucky couldn't get that kid to stay in state?
He's
He's just a few minutes away. Go get it.
Yeah. How did Calipari and at the time, what's his name was at Louisville?
Rick Pitino?
No, that was
Kenny Payne.
Kenny Payne.
Oh yeah.
How did they not see that guy was good? And then all of a sudden, here comes Auburn's coach. He comes in and grabs him up and takes him out.
I don't condone crime, but I'm kidnapping Broom. you ain't going to Auburn because I got you, big guy. So man, dude, that is so here we go, guys. March Madness is up on us. The Loyal BBN Fan Show has spoken. Duke is good. They beat Louisville without flag easily. They beat they better than most things. Look, I'm not gonna say that Duke is not a good team. I'm just not. I just feel like because they haven't been battle tested all year, and really battle tested. And if they have to go up against an SEC team, and if these guys are big and strong, it might give them. It might mess with them a little bit because they freshmen, so they might revert back to being freshmen, and we'll have to just see how that goes. But anyway, Jimmy Jam, BC 21, all of you great BBN fans out there, thank all you guys for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good time. We had a good time. Hope you guys do as well. We appreciate all you guys do. So until next time, go Lady Cats. Go Kentucky Wildcats men's, and let's get some wins on Friday. And players, please rest, and let's get the job done. The task at hand, 0-0. Everybody's equal. Let's go out there and let's play the best basketball that we can. Until next time, I'm Big Mike, Loyal BB Fan Show, and we out.